might take a second. Yeah, there we are.
Alrighty, here we go. Oh, deep breath, everybody. We're going to give some time here for people to trickle on in. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Got a good one for you today, guys. Let me know if you can, anybody get in the chat, if anybody jumps in the chat, anybody logs in, just let us know if you could hear us. That's the first thing we want to know. Let us know if you could hear us as soon as we get somebody on here.
Yep.
We got 6 watching. Anybody, if you could just give me a thumbs up to let us know that you could hear us.
Yeah.
And then we'll get rocking and rolling.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Yeah. Live chat, there we go. Okay.
I don't know if they know, that maybe if it's my parents, they might not know how to do the live chat.
They may not be hearing us either.
Let me see. Can you hear us?
Alright, anybody, can you hear us? Let's see what she said. Oh, we can hear. Okay.
Oh yeah,
We're
can
good.
hear you.
All right,
Okay, good.
so here we go. Happy Easter, everybody.
Yes.
Welcome to the second edition of The Pen.
Yep.
I'm Eric Lopez along with Brian McNichol.
Hi everybody, happy Easter.
B. Mac.
Yeah.
Got a good one for you today, guys.
Yeah.
We're going to have our first guest, Kyle Farnsworth, going to be joining us, the 14-year MLB veteran.
Yeah. He was actually a veteran also of football, I come to see. He played like 4 years of football too as well.
Yeah, I think we're going to talk a little bit about football with him.
Yeah.
Some great numbers. 43 wins. This is his regular season. 43 wins, 66 losses, an ERA of 4.26. He appeared in 893 games.
That's a lot of games.
That's a lot of games, B.
That's crazy. That's unbelievable, really.
Started 26 of those games, which means, 867 games
Yeah.
he came in relief.
I was with him, I think, when he was starting at first, a little bit there, and then I saw him go into the bullpen, and then he actually had his best ever year as a closer at the end of his career, which was kind of amazing to see that.
Yeah, so 988 and 2/3 innings in the 893 appearances.
Yeah.
So just a little over an inning per appearance.
Yeah.
963 career strikeouts.
Yeah,
Shit, that's a lot of strikeouts.
that's a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot more than I had.
Hey, I'm sure he was probably shooting for 1,000. We'll have to bring that up when we talk to him.
Yeah, yeah.
So here we are. We're watching the. What you do is there's a game on Peacock tonight. You can see at the bottom of the screen we got it rolling Cardinals, Tigers. Turn the volume down. You don't need to listen to those guys. Listen to us.
Yep.
The chat's open. You want to ask any questions? Talk to us at all. Throw some questions on there. If you got anything you want BMAC to answer. If you ain't got anything that Kyle, you want Kyle to answer.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Kyle Farnsworth. My dad knows Kyle Farnsworth pretty well. We actually used to go shoot some pool in spring training.
Okay.
And yeah, good times. Kyle, this is gonna be a fun little discussion with him.
So how many years did you guys have together in spring training? Was it the 1 year with the Cubs?
Well, no, that was big.
Well, give us the story, because you guys.
He was drafted in '94,
Okay.
and then so when I got drafted and signed, we were in spring training together every year until I left the Cubs. So I was with them from '95 till 2001, and that was the last year I was in spring training with him. So
you guys played A ball?
A-ball, AA, AAA, and big leagues.
Wow.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
great.
Yeah, he was a starter pretty much his whole career in the minor leagues coming up until he was in the big leagues. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we'll just talk a little bit about the game that's going on. Kyle's going to join us in the 4th through the 6th inning. We'll just have a little bit of fun with him, talk about some stories with some times that him and B-Mac had, talk to him a little bit about his son who's playing baseball.
Or he was playing baseball, we gotta find out.
We'll find out.
That's
And then
yeah.
Kyle's doing some weightlifting stuff,
Yep.
bodybuilding.
Bodybuilding, he's a man of many talents.
Great
Yes.
guy.
I never felt more confident, I gotta say, him when I was going out with Kyle Farnsworth around town.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So he had your back. Is
He had
that
my
safe
back.
to say?
That's what it felt like the whole time. I would probably say things I wouldn't say just if I was by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm sure. Now he wasn't looking for a fight, was he? I mean,
What would they ask him about that? I don't know. I think when he's a guy that was just always ready. You know, when you play baseball early on, you're told expect a bad throw.
yeah,
You know, so you're always ready to make a snag if you need to.
yeah.
I think Kyle was always expecting a bad fight or
snag.
something, so he was ready at all times.
He was always expecting a snag. That's it. All right, so we'll have him on here in a little while, and for now we'll just talk about this game here that's coming up. Tigers and Cardinals. Tigers. I think it's a little bit. I think it's cold there in Detroit. What's the coldest game you can remember starting? B.
Oh gosh, I had to be in college. We at James Madison University, we'd actually shovel the warning track sometimes before the games, and I hated pitching in the cold, man.
There's a rule, I think, like in college, right? If it's over 35 degrees or something like that, that they start the game, and it really doesn't matter what happens in the midst of the game.
Yeah.
It's just.
It looks cold there, yeah.
Yeah, it does look cold.
Yeah.
Well,
Now, probably it's the hitter's advantage. No, the pitcher's advantage.
Sure. Yeah.
So, like, if you're just feeling it that day, you could, bust guys in and stuff. It's gonna hurt the hitters worse than the pitchers. So.
All right, so you got 42 degrees there. Feels like 34 is the wind chill.
Yeah.
And then you got 14-mile-per-hour winds coming in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's not fun. I don't know why they even play this.
Coming in.
Let's see which way the wind's blowing. I don't know why they even play these games in these cold places early on. It's
Right. Well, they should have domes for these fields, all of them.
yes. The wind's actually blowing out here.
Oh.
15 miles an hour. It says it's good. It actually says it's good. It's ideal hitting conditions, poor wind-wise.
Yes.
Poor pitching conditions, and the temperature impact poor batting and very poor pitching.
Maybe it even yeah.
So for you guys out there, Big G, you like to play the games. Maybe the unders a look here. We don't condone the gambling, but if that's something you're gonna do.
Yeah.
That's my pick for tonight. So this game's gonna get started here soon. We're just gonna let some more people trickle in. Let's just look at some notes about Kyle. Like what do we want to talk to him about? I mean, we're not going to bring up the Paul Wilson thing. Everybody wants to talk about Kyle and Paul Wilson.
Yeah.
If you can see the video on YouTube, if you want to know about it, he's actually got a pretty good breakdown on his Instagram.
Yeah.
Where he discusses the Paul Wilson
whole thing
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
did you see Joe Adele robbing 3 home runs last night?
Yeah. That's got to be a record. I think that has to be a record.
Did you ever have a guy rob a home run when you were on the bump?
I can't recall that I did. And I probably would have remembered that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this one. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're watching,
God, look at that.
Yeah, if
Imagine
you're
the guys
watching
in the
this guy
stands.
going to the crowd. I'm surprised nobody helped break his fall there. It's just
Right. They're just in shock.
And now they're at home. You would think like they would give him a hand.
Yeah. Well, they give him a hand on the back there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
3.
That's crazy.
Ah,
Somebody
3.
took that picture like that.
Yeah.
That's so
That's a
cool.
pretty cool picture.
Yeah.
Game plan: don't hit the ball to Joe Adele. Yeah, keep it away from Joe for sure.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Looks like they got a little different broadcast team.
Motor City. That's Fowler? Is that Fowler? No.
No.
Who was
They're
that?
getting ready to go here. We're just getting started here. Look at that. What's he got? Oh, I thought he had a little man bun on top. Going to look like they're cold. They're bundled up.
Yeah.
Is it fun to even play in this? I mean, these guys even.
No, I hated it. I mean, when I played for the Ottawa Lynx in AAA my last year, I remember, it was cold out there, boy. And it just, I don't know. For me, it was like with cold comes, I don't want to say depression. But when you're on a baseball field, it's just like, oh my gosh.
I mean, that's why I left Chicago, man. That's why I came out to Arizona.
Yeah.
It is depressing. I mean, it actually looks like it's sunny out there today, though. So at least they got that going on for them.
Yeah. So now we're in a commercial again here.
Yeah. So we're going to take a break with these guys. This is something new that we're doing. When they go to commercial, we're going to take a commercial. When they come back, we'll jump right back on with you guys. So we appreciate you being here. Give everybody some more time to jump in. And looking to have a great show today.
And we're back. Little Easter celebration baseball game evening.
Yeah.
C'est cassé.
We had a nice little day today. Hit up a little church earlier just to pray to make sure the show went well.
Yep, yep.
So seemed to have worked out. And there's Benetti. There's the
That's
guy.
your boy. That's your boy.
Yeah, no doubt.
We watched last night on, I was hanging out over here at Eric's house last night, and it was kind of fun watching the whole Bartman thing.
Yeah.
That video about Bartman and stuff.
Yeah, you've never seen that, huh?
Never seen that one.
Yeah, my buddy Matt Liston helped produce that movie. Actually had an appearance in that. I'm on the B side.
Yeah.
Didn't make the cut, but made on the B
What's it
side.
called? What's it called again?
Catching Hell.
Catching Hell.
Yeah, Matt Liston made that along with Alex Gibney, talking about the Bartman incident. Good, really good show. If you haven't seen it, it was actually
It's down the left field line. The guy who caught the ball. But if you guys don't know who this we're talking about is, but
It was actually originally supposed to be a 30 for 30.
yeah,
And then it became, because those I believe were only 30 minutes long each.
right.
It turned into basically a film, and because of that, instead of it being a 30 for 30, it was a special presentation
Yeah.
that he got to do for ESPN. So
Really?
shout out Matty Liss. Anybody want any questions? Throw them in the chat. Let's see. You guys got anything you want to talk about? We'll interact. We're going to talk to Farnsworth will be on here later, but Brian pitched for the Cubs too, so feel free to ask some questions. Ask away.
Every time I see the Detroit Tigers uniforms and a game, I just think of Galarraga's perfect game that wasn't.
Yeah. I think that came back and said
He did. Felt
bad
He
about
did. They actually became quite close after that, which is a good thing to see. So yeah,
that's pretty cool.
yeah.
So top of the first here, just getting ready, getting started. You see we got the score scrolling along there at the bottom, so you don't have to worry about missing it or anything.
Got Montero on the hill for the Detroit.
Kiter.
Four-seam fastball.
Yep.
I wonder what the average, he throws it 30% of the time. It seems like you would want to throw your fastball more than that, but.
I don't think so.
He's got six pitches. Yeah,
that's a lot. What's the most amount of pitches that you had in your well at any one time?
Honestly, it was only 3. It was fastball, slider, changeup, but I can throw my changeup at all times, so that was I guess if I had a gift, that was what I could do.
And which Trevor Hoffman had too.
Right.
And he was
Right.
unhittable.
Right,
So
right.
if you got command of one of them the way he did, then.
Now that my adult league career, I wish I would have thrown a 12-6 curveball, like a knuckle curve, because I messed with that after I got done playing baseball professionally, and it would have been a good pitch for me.
And now, just because you have 3 doesn't mean that every single night you're going to have command of those pitches.
Not at all. That's what you're trying to figure out in the bullpen and getting loose. They say that, if you got 25 starts a year, typically 2 of those starts, you're pretty much going to have everything and not have to think too much about it. The other 23 starts, you're like, okay, well, maybe not today with this pitch yet. Maybe I'll get loose, and then in the 3rd or 4th inning, I can break it out and then be working them. So
now, is it like is there times where maybe you didn't have it in the pen and then you pick it
Yeah.
up and then you get out there and all of a sudden, whoa, I got it.
Yeah. Many times.
Yeah.
You learn not to really worry so much about those things until the game started.
Until you get
So
out there.
yeah.
How
Fastball inside corner.
How long before a game are you? Is your whole routine obviously in the day you're starting your routine early that morning.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
before you get to the field, you have a whole different routine than you do on a day that you're not starting.
Yes. Yeah. It's a routine. Every day is a routine in a sense. If you're on the 5-day rotation, and if you don't do one of those things that certain day, you're mentally kind of screwed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because you're second guessing yourself, and man, I should have done this.
That makes sense.
So,
that makes sense.
But yeah, I used to listen to the same CD, the Cranberries disc. I know it sounds weird, but yeah. And then
whatever works.
Yeah, whatever works. And then everything about it. How much, how long before the game starts do I go out there to start stretching? The routine on the mound. How many pieces of gum you chew between each inning? Everything.
We touched on it a little bit last week, but is your pitching coach letting you control that, or is he kind of telling you, hey, this is what you did last week, let's kind of get in that same thing, or is he's treating each guy individually, right? So he doesn't care what Lieber did. That doesn't mean you got to do what he did.
Right.
He's worried about what you did and how you could just bounce.
Yeah, pretty much results speak for themselves. So if you're out there doing a good job pitching and winning games, whatever you're doing is correct. You know what I'm saying? Then if you start to falter, a good pitching coach will then step in and say, well, maybe we should tweak this a little bit. Not too drastic, but see if this kind of helps you out,
Right.
So.
Yeah, because you don't want to be making major changes.
No. Yeah, major changes, no, because you're already up there, so there are different reasons.
As a pitching coach, is he ever trying to? And what's the how late in your career are they messing with your maybe your delivery, your release, or anything sort of that nature?
A lot of times it's, I mean, if I bring it up to him and I want help, if I'm kind of like second guessing myself, then he'll see that and then step in. A lot of times I noticed, like when I was drafted, like if a lot of guys were scared to talk to people, like maybe a Kerry Wood, let's say, because if they come in and change him and he gets hurt or something like that, then they're probably going to get the the shaft ish.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, you got to be careful with that stuff.
Full count here. It used to be back in the day when I was watching baseball, full count was going to be an automatic fastball. Now these guys, he's got 6 pitches to choose from.
Right, and he decides to throw one right down the middle.
So he didn't know, he didn't know it was for a cock shot, and
yeah, because he's got so many pitches, he was able to throw a cock shot.
Maybe if this was 1995, that would have been hit over the wall, but
right
now he doesn't know what's happening at 45 feet down the
a lot of
the lane there.
a lot of guys start games off now with breaking balls and things like that. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, 1 out, top of the first.
Look at his nose is cold, so his hands got to be cold.
Yeah.
But he strike out 8 pitches.
Now, if you look at this guy's mechanic, did they? Yep. No, they didn't check it. Did he?
I don't know, something odd happened there.
That was weird.
What's he got, gum on the bottom of his chin there?
No.
Oh, St. Louis.
They did challenge. Yep, challenge.
Does it matter? Did it matter to you whether your pitching coach was a lefty or a righty? You being a lefty.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good question. Not at all. I never really thought about it, and I don't think many of them were. So now that I'm thinking about it,
Most of your pitching coaches were righties?
yeah, I think all of them were.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Because really, they're not going to get out there and really show you. But that's what's funny about it. That's a good question, Eric. Because like when I do lessons with kids, a lot of times I'm the visual guy. I like to kind of, okay, get off the mound real quick. Let me show you something.
Right.
And I'm thinking about myself as a left-hander, and then I'm always like, well, of course you're not a lefty. Not all the kids were. So
Right.
that's a good question. Fastball away.
There you go. See that ABS challenge success rate, 50. So right about even. So
Huh.
that's showing you that, do we think, should the umpires face some sort of a penalty, if they're wrong? I think it was somebody last week missed six
Oh
or
my
6 or
gosh!
7
Yeah,
calls.
yeah.
I wonder if they're getting, dinged for that, or,
Well, I know they are on social media and stuff like that.
Sure.
But yeah,
2 away here in the top.
Torkelson.
I think the Tigers are a small favorite here today.
My sister just responded with "Linger," such a good song about the Cranberries. Yes.
Was that the go-to?
It was one of them. Do, 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 do. I shouldn't have let that one out of the bag, though.
No, that's what I was gonna say. You might have wanted to come with something a little bit,
Yeah.
a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like a 9-inch nail.
Disturbed.
Yeah.
John Mayne, when I played with John Mayne, man, he listened to, what was that guy's name? He looked like the devil guy, like he had black hair.
Like Alice Cooper or something?
No, but like after Alice Cooper, what was his name? I forget. Anyway.
All right, so that's going to be. Oh, a little action there.
Now.
This reminds me of a K-fist move from last night, right? All right, so we're going to head into the bottom of the second. We'll take a break with you guys here, go into commercial.
Yes.
And we'll see you here shortly in the bottom of the first.
Yes.
All right, go grab a cold one and come back.
And we're back.
All right, so we got Cole Keith here. He's hitting 417 on the year. Cole Keith.
And pitch, strike one. Most important pitch in baseball, they say, is strike one as long as you don't swing at it and hit it. I like that.
Yeah. So this guy on the bump here for St. Louis, Kyle Lehigh. So we got a Kyle join us today, and we got a Kyle on the bump.
Now, this is the second game we've done, and this guy's out of the stretch again. So a lot of starters going through the stretch this year.
I wonder if he did that in his first outing because
Well, yeah, you took the loss there first time.
gave up. What did we say? Gave up 4 earned in 5
Yeah.
innings.
They're tapping the helmet, checking this one. This will be a strike, clearly. You know what's amazing? It really is amazing because there's a lot of challenges and there's a lot of calls being missed.
Yeah.
That, I mean, I wonder, like, it didn't seem like there was that many calls missed all the time. That's a strike. He got it wrong, so they got the call there. So if it touches any part of the box, it is a strike.
Yeah, it's amazing how these hitters. I mean, these hitters know the zone. The hitters know the zone much better than the
Yeah.
umpires do. I can tell you that.
Well, that was the reverse of that though. It was a ball they called, but then they got a strike. Yeah. Little cutter in, got him. Got one out. That was a good pitch.
Yeah.
They said it was a changeup, but
All right, that's gonna bring
yeah.
up
Yep, that was.
Kevin McGonigal.
Kevin McGonigal.
He's hitting 333 on the
Okay
year.
now.
Not bad.
Lefty.
He's got 30 at bats, 10 hits, 1
Pitch.
triple.
Oh, see, challenge. Tap the. That's a strike. If they want to do it with the ball, it was a little bit up.
No homers on the season yet for McGonigal. My guy Jay Oggle likes this guy. This guy's, I believe, he's a rookie.
Oh yeah, fastball away, strike one count. It's cold out there, blowing his hand. Back when I played, you could not blow your hand while you're standing on the hill. You had to stand off the hill. But now, I guess with all the rule changes, they figured that one.
Yeah. You didn't go out the stretch then either.
No, ball up. Now, if I was pitching right now, I would think about a breaking ball because of that arm. You know, he didn't mean to throw it high there, but the ball coming out of his hand here, if it's a curveball, will look like that same pitch again. Maybe to let's see if he does it.
It almost
And nope.
It almost eliminates the art of framing the baseball for the catchers a little bit with the, with the
Right.
being able to challenge the strikes.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Takes that out of it. Takes that. I mean, it's still going to be some. You can't challenge every pitch.
Right.
But I mean, if you get it right, you get them back. So
Yeah. You technically, I guess, could.
yeah, right. 2-2 count.
There's that breaking ball. Got to get it down a little bit. There we go.
Gleyber Torres on deck. I remember when the Cubs traded Gleyber. They traded him. I think they traded him for Aroldis Chapman to the Yankees.
Yeah. Chapman just pitched last night and didn't do that well, right? Didn't he give up the lead or something?
I don't know, but that guy's unbelievable. I mean, he's gonna do
You ever see the sports science with that guy? They had
Yeah.
that show, the sports science.
Yeah.
That was amazing to see how velocity, how he creates his mechanics
Yeah.
and everything.
I mean, he's really got to take care of that with his body. He's been doing it for so long.
Oh, good eye.
Before. So let's see what Gleyber's got going on here. Gleyber is 1 homer on the season. He's hitting 259 solo bomb. Let's see,
Okay.
he's got a 3-game hitting streak going. Just dialed in yesterday, 2 hits, scored 2. Yesterday was when he hit the homer.
Yeah.
They won 11-6. Actually, they won 2 straight so far.
Here he goes. And good pitch. Strike one.
I mean,
Little
at
slide
some point, they're gonna almost just do away with the home plate umpire.
You know what? Yeah. I mean, really. I mean, unfortunately, I guess, because
Sure.
I don't like that either. But
No,
I would rather than keep it the way it is.
nothing bad there.
Lee's hanging it up there a little bit.
So he just went breaking ball. I missed the first one.
Yeah, the first one was a slider on the black.
Does he come back now with that? Or is
I
he
mean, I
gonna
would.
put something up?
I would throw another one on the outside corner if you miss. It didn't go inside. But
I've only been to the stadium once,
yeah,
a long time ago.
no, he's working away. There you go. All right. So he's using the thing on his shin pad.
Yeah, I was
watching a video. It sounds weird, like they're like curveball.
Ooh, working down finally. Little sync
I
piece.
wonder how self-conscious these umps get now. Like we gotta be on our freaking game.
Yeah.
Or is it just like, oh well, they can challenge it anyways, so strike, you know?
Like, see, that's a good question. It'd be fun to have an umpire on here.
Oh, yeah,
he
he
did
did.
go. He did. Yeah.
No need to challenge that. No need to appeal that one.
Yeah. Can you appeal that?
No, I'm just saying.
Check swing though.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't need to.
Yeah. No. Once I don't think that like you can, you know, right? Like if you can contest that.
Yeah.
I just meant appeal down to one.
Yeah.
Right.
2 down here, bottom of the first.
Leahy's slider usage last year was 21.3%. This year so far, 12.3%. He's got a good slider.
You know, if he's pitching it, maybe as it gets warmer,
That's a breaking ball there.
he'll start using it a little bit more.
Yeah.
So this is Kerry Carpenter. He's got 1 home run, 4 ribbies on the year.
Kerry Carpenter. Whenever I hear Carpenter, I think of is this no, for the Cardinals. Remember, he hit those home runs big in the playoffs years ago. Yeah.
That guy was a Cub
Killer. Yeah, he was.
killer.
Yep.
I mean, absolutely insane. There's some guys that were like Mike Schmidt. I mean, Mike Schmidt was good anyways, but when he came to Wrigley, man, his eyes just lit up. He
Yeah.
crushed the Cubs.
Yeah. Where's that pitch?
3-0 here. Green light here or no?
Man on first right now. Well, yeah, why wouldn't you? Let's say you could tell by the way. Well, I couldn't see it. They didn't show it.
This thing's saying he's hitting, he's not hitting 541. That's
Ooh, that pitch was a little bit down. Decided not to challenge it.
no challenge.
No challenge on it. Challenge though, Carpenter in the next box. Oh, he's coming unglued right here, I think.
Early.
Well, the wind is blowing in and everything else, so, but oh, got him! Nope,
Oh,
foul ball.
Foul ball. Oh.
You know, when I was I went to a baseball camp in, gosh, Brian Taylor was at this baseball camp that I did. Remember Brian Taylor? He was the first guy who went for $1 million
Oh, really?
as a bonus by the Yankees. Left-handed pitcher, black guy, very good pitcher. He was throwing like 90, and this is like when I was before high school. And I hit a foul ball, not like that last one, but I blasted one foul, closed my eyes and just swung and crushed it. And I've never felt better in my life at that point, dude. But then you strike me out after that.
All right,
Good pitch.
that'll do it for the first. See you shortly.
And we're back.
So hey, we got an announcement. We got a guest locked in for
The 26th of April, we're gonna have Brendan Donnelly on the show.
in studio.
In
guest.
studio, he'll be here with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. He was, I believe he was the World Aid Relief Award winner for the Angels when they won the World Series with the Rally Monkeys and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Base hit, right field.
Looking forward to having him.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be fun.
I was actually filling my tank up a couple years ago. I mean, it must have been 3 to 4 years ago or something like that. And there was Brendan Donnelly in the pump right beside me. I was like, Donnelly? He goes, be back. I was like, what is going on? I hadn't seen him since 2002 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's check out. Let's get a little information here on Donnelly. We don't want to spoil it for when he's on, but let's see.
Yeah. And I got him in on first, top of the second, 12-6 curveball, taken for a ball.
Donnelly born July 4th
Oh, how about that?
in Washington, D.C.
Oh,
Doesn't get any more American than that.
yeah.
You know?
That's funny.
So he was on the World Series team 2002. I know Clay Bellinger.
What was his
starting-
numbers that year? Do you know?
Let's check it out here.
I mean, they were sick, I believe.
Yeah, I'm sure. Let's see.
All right. Nolan Gorman up to the dish here. We got him in on first.
Now, Nolan Gorman, he is a
Fastball inside.
local product.
Is he?
Let's see. Nolan Gorman is born and raised in Phoenix. He attended Sandra Day O'Connor.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually who Queen Creek defeated in the 2024 6A state championship.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Cam Lopez here on the Donnelly. Let's see. Gorman came out of there in
Boom.
2015. He was committed to the University of Arizona. He did, and he played there. In 2016, as a sophomore, he batted .490, 11 bombs.
Nice. Brendan Donnelly went to the New Mexico Junior College in Colorado Mesa University, 1992. Fastball inside. Okay, here. Let's see here. Just
So in 2002,
did I just mess that up? No.
in 2002 was his rookie season.
Yeah, he was a late guy. He was a late call. I mean, he just, when he got the chance, he didn't disappoint. You know what I'm saying?
2.17 ERA, 1-1 record, 54 Ks in 49 innings across 46 games. He was a crucial part of the 2002 World Series winning team for the Angels, throwing 7 2/3 scoreless across 5 appearances against the Giants
Yeah.
and earning the win in Game 6.
That's when they had Lackey and all those guys, remember?
Yeah, they were a squad there.
That's a tall runner there, or short. That's Stubby Clapp. Stubby Clapp coaching first. How about that?
He actually got the win in Game 6 of the World Series too, so
Yeah.
that's pretty neat. So that's pretty cool. We'll have him on here in April, on the end of April. That'll be for an Angels game.
Yeah. Fastball up, pop up, good pitch. Infield. Well, the wind. Now let's
Wow,
take. Hey,
that's
look
a
at that wind.
second.
So it's clearly
Kafis.
blowing out.
That's a second, almost Kafis that we had this
Yes.
game.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely blowing out. That's for sure.
You got one out, man on first.
Yeah, look at this. Ooh, maybe.
That's almost like Wrigley Field winds.
Maybe a little bit of clown music too. We'll have that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're talking about adding a soundboard for
For the
this.
soundboard.
Womp, 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 womp.
Right there, that'll be.
Yeah. All right. And the pitch, a little cutter piece, slider.
Now, are these guys? All right, 22. I want to see here. They're going to be chasing early in the ABs just because of the conditions.
A lot of times when you see it kind of like difficult for both pitchers and hitters, guys seem to be more aggressive because you don't want to be just sitting back waiting too long because you're just going to get colder and stiffer. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, look at that flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, out to left, 15. Now, that's great. The ball's carrying all that, but it's hard to even get it in the air.
Right.
It's hard to hit the
Exactly.
ball, so.
Exactly. And change up, down. Good pitch.
So right now we got
See, and that's a hard pitch for me. When it was cold outside, it was harder for me to throw my changeup because just to split my fingers apart. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, everything's kind of achy and slippery and not feeling quite right.
Nathan Church.
Change up again. That's a quick one. We're out of there.
That'll do it for the top of the second.
See you guys in a few.
All right, that's going to bring up Riley Green here. A little shout out to the chat. Got my guy Mike Bahar out there in New York. What's up, Mike? It's an EWRT Mav Inc. guy.
Shout out to the name Riley in general. I love that name.
Riley Green, as all our episodes are to the loving memory of Riley McNichol.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Colt 45. What's up, buddy? Love you, man.
Fastball. Oh, little cutter.
I got my guy Scotty B out there. Shout out Scotty B for helping us get dialed in earlier today.
Yeah, yeah. Brad Wiseman, what's up, buddy? I see you messaging.
Shout out, Brad.
Appreciate you.
So Riley Green hitting 226, no homers yet in the season.
Fastball inside corner for a strike.
That's probably because I've bet on him to hit a homer in six of their 7 games or whatever they've had.
Really?
Yeah, maybe three out of them.
I wonder if both teams have their own rosin bag. Is that why there's 2 on the back of the mound? It seems like this year I've seen lots of that. 2 rosin bags in
Yeah,
the
I
back.
don't know what that's about.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
2-2 count here. White Sox another winner over Toronto today. Pittsburgh surprised early in the season, and the White Sox playing some good baseball right now too.
Yeah. Oops.
Smoked. Oh,
God.
nice play.
Must have hit the ground, huh?
We got a 9-9 tie in Sacramento, Houston, and Oakland. See some exit velo on this thing. Smoked.
Yeah.
Good play though, right at him.
Oh.
All right, so bring up Dylan Dingler.
Dylan Dingler, what a Yamame.
Dingler. I think he hit a bomb. I think it was yesterday. He's got 2 homers in the season, 7 ribbies. He's hitting 273. What are they putting up there? 976. That's his OPS. That's what they're popping up there.
Fastball right down the middle, strike. See, he's a little late on that. There's probably because of the weather there. And the fact it was 94.
Yeah. And up.
Got the hair flowing,
Yeah.
the locks.
The locks are blown in the wind. Love it. Parker Meadows on deck.
Kind of climbing the ladder a little bit. Fastball up.
So just a reminder, it's the bottom of the second here, in the top of the fourth. We're going to have a visit from Kyle Farnsworth, former Cub, Yankee, and a Tiger.
And Tampa.
Tampa, yeah.
Yep.
So what we're trying to do is tie some guys in that maybe had experience playing in the town that we were watching, or that it was connected with the team that's playing. It might not work out in every situation, but
Yep.
kind of something we're shooting for.
Yep.
So we got one down here.
See, it's funny. You could I would be able to watch a game just knowing what happens with the pitches, knowing if it's cold or warm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hard hit rate, 4th highest in Major League Baseball entering Sunday. This guy here. Fastball in.
He's in hard. Detroit, they started out, I think, where were they at? San Diego first.
Yeah, I saw Verlander's hurt, isn't he? He's got a hip inflammation. He's on the DL, I believe. Saw that this morning. Oh, fastball bearing in on him, sinker, underhanded to toss to first, got him.
Just got a shout out from my guy Matt Liston. That's the guy I was telling you that we were watching his movie. You saw plenty of footage of him in the show. Went to high school with Matt, Marian Catholic out in Chicago Heights, Illinois. Matt went on to do some great things. Now let me tell you some stuff. Matt, we used to do this thing where we would call the hotel.
Yeah.
And ask for. I mean, we talked to Ken Griffey Jr. We talked to. I remember talking to Candy Maldonado one time. You just call a hotel that you knew they were staying at, and just say, "Hey, we're going to speak with Mr. Griffey's room," and they would patch you through.
What?
Backfired one time when Len Dykstra answered the phone.
Oh, snap!
He was not happy. But Matt, I mean, you knew that he was going to go on to do cool things. He one time called this is from the payphone at Marian Catholic High School, called the Cubs clubhouse. Somehow he was smart enough to take the main number to the Cubs and then just changed it, like whatever it was, like 6000. He changed it to 6002. Got a clubby to answer and got them to bring.
Was it Yosh?
I don't think it was Yosh, but they got him to pull Ryan Sandberg off the field to do an interview with him on the phone.
What?
This is the kind of stuff that Matt was doing back in.
You knew he's going to be big then.
Yeah.
Sounds almost like the Jerky Boys, but a nicer version of that.
Yeah.
Change up, good pitch. Down. Is he calling in?
No.
Base hit up the middle. Are we on now? No. Are we on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Base hit up the middle. Boom. Minor technical difficulties, just getting dialed back up.
Early season miscues here.
Yeah. Man on first, 2 outs, bottom of the second, pitch clock, boom, fastball up, first strike. It's living up there, like it.
All right, we're good.
Okay. Here we go. Living up there. All right. Slider away, good pitch. Good eye, better eye.
Good eye, Mike.
Good eye, Mike. Look at this thing. That's cartoonish, if you will.
All right.
And that's a big lead.
2-1 count here.
Big lead. Fastball in. Just having trouble commanding the zone here.
Now did you, so you were hitting, so did you get to run some bases? And you ever steal a bag?
I never stole a bag, no. I did run the bases. Not, I mean, it wasn't the bigs. I almost hit a home run, but that was, I ran around towards second, but the ball was already caught. And it's kind of looped around, but.
I wonder how many pitchers have stolen bases in the major leagues. I don't think that's probably.
Ohtani.
True.
That's one of them, but yeah.
He's still getting them now.
Yeah.
Probably frowned upon.
Yeah. You know what though? If I had the oven mitt, I think I would steal lots of bags. I would just get an oven mitt that was way too big,
2 feet long.
2 feet long, and I just, use that to my advantage. Foul ball.
Another foul ball. Good thing the nets are up there.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see some damage if that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
I've seen some bad things happen up there.
We'll cover from that one quickly.
It's gonna be catastrophic for a guy who hits a line drive and it hits somebody. Like,
Yeah.
they can be messed up mentally from that for sure.
4-seam sweeper, 4-seam slider, sweeper. I was,
Mm.
oof,
Nope. Oh, he's challenging that, and that's clearly a ball.
that was clearly a ball.
That's a wasted challenge there.
Torkelson, another local guy, another local product.
Watch this. He's gonna be like, why did I just... Yeah.
The Mets helmet is actually Brian's childhood telephone
Yes.
that he had in his house. So we'll pick that up when we're calling down to the bullpen.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 2 men on, 2 outs, bottom of the second, 2 challenges remaining.
Twos everywhere.
The 2s are wild.
Ball down.
Again, the game's on Peacock. Watch the game along with us. Turn the volume down, turn the cock down, and turn us up.
Sure, what?
The cock.
Oh,
Oh, Javi. Here's something exciting. Javi Baez, one of my favorite players of all time.
is he really?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I used to love to watch him.
Yeah. He got quite the, he's got nice little ovations when he gets back to Wrigley, doesn't he?
Yeah, for sure. And the way he came back with these guys once they moved him out to center field, he really bounced back, and
Yeah.
just good to see. I mean, I think he took it kind of easy once he got paid.
Yeah. Well said. Ooh,
Oh,
slider.
Javi!
Ground ball.
Ooh.
Little 5-3
All right.
action.
That'll do it for the second.
That's it.
See you guys in the top of the third.
And we're back. There we go.
All right, here we go.
Man, it looks cold there. I do not miss that right now. And the pitch, strike one. getting ahead, working down. He looks like he's doing. He's feeling it today.
Montero dealing.
He's my pick to click here, I think.
Yeah, we're supposed to do that.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll get that
He's
down.
my guy.
Outside there, open count.
Who's this hitting? Is this Pie? No. Pedro Pajes.
PP, the catcher. Pedro Pie has 1 homer, 2 ribbies on the year.
Fastball away.
So he's hitting 188 on the year.
Yeah. He's got a little Jose Molina to him a little bit.
Yeah. He's from Florida. 27 years old.
There we go. Good pitch down, a little 5-3 action. Take your time,
That time, you got
step
time
and
here.
throw, got him.
What's that guy throwing across the diamond right there?
It was nice, easy 85 probably. I never realized guys threw so hard. Like, you know, you see a guy coming up and throwing a lean at a third or something. It just, when I was growing up, it never came into my thought process. So I wonder how hard velocity-wise that was.
Right.
And to find out some guys throw it 100 sometimes
Yeah.
is quite
He's
amazing.
humming it across the diamond.
Yeah.
All right, so we got here Victor Scott. He's in 308 on the year.
Oh!
9-hole.
Timeout. Let's see if he's doing all right. You got hit with a foul ball there. Boom. Look at that. You know what you don't notice anymore? Guys sniffing the bat.
Yeah,
I used to, I
here and
mean,
there.
you know, I used to sniff it every time I fouled one up just because, try to be funny guy.
Wagner got hit in the head there, huh?
Yeah.
Yesterday in the JUCO game, at the Mesa game, the South Mountain catcher just missed. They must have got crossed out. He missed the ball, just straight fastball to the face from
Wow.
the umpire.
Wow. Good pitch.
Nice pitch. Oh! The catcher tapped his helmet there.
He did. Now, this would be a close
We
one.
got a catcher tie here, catcher challenge.
This would be a close one. Let's see this. I love it. I like this though. I like these challenges.
There it is, Steve Rye.
It is. Yep. Good job there. Well, that's Kyle about what he thinks about all these rule changes now.
For sure.
Curious. Okay. Good pitch. A little 4-3. 2 down. 2 outs, top of the third. Montero kind of dealing through the lineup here, first time through. That's him as a 5th grader. This guy used to be there. That's awesome. That's cool.
Oh, I thought you meant it was Montero.
No. Fastball inside.
Top third. This game's zipping along again this week.
Yep.
40 minutes into the game. Top third. Reminder, Farnsworth coming up here in the 4th inning. If you have any questions you want to ask him about, again, we're not going to talk about the Paul Wilson thing. You can look that up on his Instagram. Do that here in a second here. His Instagram is the Kyle Farnsworth. And I know that he does have one on there that he addressed. He addressed the entire situation.
It's actually pretty funny though,
Yeah.
if you watch it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's about kind of like what his dad taught him. And then how he implemented that into that issue that happened that day. Change up. Just lost the feel for it there a little bit.
You can also check out his Twitter. It's at 24_7 Farnsworth. We'll bring that up again once he jumps on with us. 3-1 count here.
I'm curious if I don't remember if Farnsworth was there when I got my brawl. I wonder if I'd ask him that.
Well, I mean, I would figure it'd be.
Well, he might have already been in the big leagues.
All right, top 3 over. We're gonna go to the bottom of the 3rd here.
Here we go. Good stuff. Here we go.
All right.
Here we go. And it's a cold day out here, hanging curveball. Oh, now
Okay. Yeah, we're good.
I feel like I'm vibrant, like it's weird on my end.
You're good.
Fastball.
Okay, gotcha.
There we go. Yeah. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Appreciate you. Just saw my friend Kyle Farnsworth for a second and spoke to him. Yeah. What we're having here, a little bit of a technical difficulties with some of the new things happening all at
The new
once.
technology.
The new technology.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
good. We're good.
Yeah. All right.
Bottom three here, Colt Keith.
Oh,
little
we'll
ground
sit-
ball. Oh, there's a little base hit
The
knocked
shift.
to
They had the
gap
shift on there.
Yeah, what do you think about that? Being the shift that they used to allow guys to stand wherever the hell they wanted. Right now,
Yeah.
at least they're cutting that down. Right, you got to be at least on the left side of the bag if you're a shortstop.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I mean, for the way I pitched, it was all just, it's like the way I play golf. I just throw it and hopefully it's going to work. You know what I'm saying? And if they were to shift, they'd probably shift in the wrong way when I was pitching. You know what I'm saying? It's just like whatever.
right.
But yeah.
Throw it at the wall and hope for the best.
Yes.
Here's the McNichol.
Okay, middle first. Cambio.
Kyle Lehigh on the bump here. 52 pitches in the third, so we're still early in the year, cold out. Is that going to affect his pitch count?
Well, it's gonna. Yeah, I think so. Especially coming out of spring training, you're not, maybe quite ready for the cold like it is now.
Right.
See, I didn't have to worry about that because I didn't get called up till later in the year. Fastball up. Now that's a pitch that he challenged a little bit ago and didn't get, which he should not have challenged, obviously. Okay. You know what's funny? We haven't seen anybody pick over to first yet.
Oh, there's another nice little hook piece.
Yeah. Blowing on his hands. Pedro Pajes. I'm a big fan of that name. Pedro Pages.
I do like that name. 2-2 count. Wow.
Oh, my.
He definitely wasn't looking for that pitch.
That was nice. That was nice. That was yeah. Oops. Swing in case you hit it.
Right.
That's a splitty. Change up. I like it.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Did you experiment? How often are you experimenting with new pitches? Or are you just like, this is what I got. This is what I'm going with.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Myself, I experimented with after I had Tommy John surgery with trying to throw more over the top again, but. Let me see here. Base 1, 3.
Oh.
Now that's a tough play in the cold too, especially.
That's
Running up there and then having to throw a ball just like that.
You brought up Terry Mulholland last week. I've seen Terry Mulholland throw a few of these away. I remembered back in the day watching him.
Yeah,
That was something. Now he wasn't like John Lester having trouble going over to one off the bump.
yeah.
But he did throw a couple of those, the ones he fielded. Kind of let those fly once in a while.
Yeah. You know, the dumbest thing I ever did, I gotta say, was I did an inside move once to second. The guy broke for third, and I just continued my inside move all the way to third. and everybody said, "Wait a second."
Kerry Carpenter, gone. Bomb.
Bomb.
2-0 Tigers.
See, that would have been one where I was like, straight up,
Yeah.
straight up.
The center fielder's looking. Now what he needed was Joe Adell right there
Right?
to rob that one.
Yeah.
I think that's the. I don't know if we saw a home run last week in the 8-0 blowout game.
No.
Just a reminder, everybody, bottom of the third here. When we come back to the top of the fourth, we're gonna have 14-year MLB veteran, former teammate of Brian's, Kyle Farnsworth, going to be joining us on the podcast. Really excited to have Kyle join us, our first guest in the history of the pen.
Yes.
And we're really pumped to have him here. He's
Yeah.
played for the Tigers. It's a pretty cool little tie-in to have him joining us.
Yep.
Really excited. If you got anything you want to talk to Kyle about, throw it in the chat. Again, we're not going to talk about the Paul Wilson. If you want to know about Paul Wilson, just go to Kyle's Instagram. He's got a real good breakdown in there. What he the experience with Kyle, with the Paul Wilson deal. So
Yeah.
we're not going to bring it up. We got other stuff we want to talk about, more exciting.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Well, I'll do it. My bad. All right.
1-1 here, ground ball. Oh, nice little sliding piece.
Use it. Safe.
I was hoping they would punch him out. We get Kyle on here.
That's right. Come on now.
Riley Green.
Riley Green.
So we'll give you some quick numbers here before Kyle joins us. Again, 40. This is his regular season career numbers: 43 wins, 66 losses. Won't bring those up. 4.26 career ERA. Appeared in 893 games. Started 26 of those games. 57 saves. Innings pitched 988 and 2/3. 963 Ks in those, almost a strikeout per inning with a whip of 1.37. Great career for Kyle Farnsworth. Really excited to have him here, especially being a Cub fan and being watching these guys play a lot, and probably attended several games that Kyle was
Pitching in.
a lot of those 893. I was probably out at Wrigley.
Yep.
Probably the bleachers, having a couple pops.
There you go.
Pop piece.
Little F9.
That's going to do it here for the bottom of the third. We come back in the fourth. We're excited to have Kyle Farnsworth joining the stream.
Do it.
All right, guys, we're excited here. In the first time in the history of the pen, we have a
Ball to the pen.
Doing good. How you guys doing? I like the intro. Love the intro. It's all right. Got nothing else to do. That's got to keep it working. No, thank you guys for having me. I'm really excited, especially with the team I played with in Detroit, and another great team, St. Louis. So nice cool weather. It looks like there, and those are some cold times there in Detroit. I know, remember that. You know what? I didn't mind it that much. Other thing, I hated wearing sleeves because I felt like I was restricted. But you know, to me, I honestly didn't mind it that much pitching the cold. I mean, I'm not gonna say I enjoyed it, but you know, I sometimes, but most times I at least had a sleeveless undershirt or something like that. Yeah, just threw a bunch of red hot on. That's it kept me warm. Yeah, pint. Yep, doing that sunscreen and rosin as well. That, yeah. But yeah, just with no, I don't think. I think was it just you and I can hear each other. That's it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, do what you guys gotta do. Yeah. He's Jesus sitting on a Mets thing, Mets helmet. Hello, hello. I hear you too. No pressure. No pressure. I, I'm here. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Check. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Check, check, check. Hello, hello, hello.
You have to have the audio going to the live, not to him.
What?
The what?
It is. You know how to help?
She does, I think. No.
You hear us or not?
No, I
Gianna?
don't hear him.
Do you hear us now? That's too loud.
I can hear
Why? See, this should be main show mixers.
There was another mixer that pops up and then he goes away real fast.
Yeah, I need to. Here's what I need to do. Copy.
Can you hear me?
That's because we
Everybody
you
switched
can
it.
only hear
Okay, hold on. Do you hear? Now you should be able to hear us. Gianna, do you hear us? Let me know. Do you guys hear us? No, I'm asking the chat. Do you hear me? Test. Test.
For, Now they hear
I
us.
think we're good.
Now we're
good?
back.
All right, can you close that door, please?
Yeah, thank
Can
you.
they hear me?
All right, everybody, we hear you, Kyle. Yep.
Yeah, we're back. Everybody, we're back. Base hit to double. We got a double to left. All right, you guys missed out some good stuff, man.
That's what happens. Episode 2 of the Pen.
I can't believe Kyle said that. Can you believe that, Eric?
Yeah,
Oh,
man. Good thing they didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Oh man. All
There
right,
we go.
everybody, good chat. Are we good, chat? All right, here we go. So, you probably didn't hear me then. We got corrected by my statistician, little Joe here. Kyle Farnsworth, actually a 16-year veteran of Major League Baseball. So 2 extra years, we were shortchanging him. Apologize for that, Kyle. You're definitely not the guy that I want to get mad at me.
That would be the same equivalent as somebody shortchanging me and saying, I only got 1 day.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Yeah.
I almost spit my drink all over.
Come on now. Oh, man. You know what? I'm going to tell a quick story. We were in spring training. There was a bench clearing brawl, and I'll never forget. Kyle was in the bullpen, and I was in the bullpen that day, and we were both running, up to the pitching mound where the fight was happening, and I just ran really close to where Kyle was running. I just felt a lot safer that way.
Hey, battle buddy. Oh, get off me, ball.
Get off me! Look at that.
So Kyle, what do you got going on these days, man? I know you're involved in a few things. What kind of stuff is it that you can share with us? You got going on?
I'm just mainly just training kids now these days. Moved back up to the Georgia area from Florida about a year ago, back home where I'm from, north of Atlanta. So I'm doing lessons, Monday, pretty much 5 days a week,
Yeah.
give or take. Just trying to find a way to give back and help, give my knowledge to the young kids. I like working with the younger kids because they're like a new piece of clay, and you can get them before they've been all corrupt and get bad habits, and they're a whole lot easier to be able to teach, proper mechanics.
Yeah.
I like to work from the ground up, and it's a whole lot easier with the younger kids. But I love just teaching in general, and just help giving back, and watching the kids just get better every day. It's a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Speaking of Clay, my buddy Clay Ballinger said to say hello to you.
Okay, yeah, I saw him during fantasy camp.
Yeah, he was telling me. Yeah, good buddy of mine. We'll have him on a show down the road here, but yeah, he said
Yeah, we were on
give you
I
a
forget what
shot.
our team was, but yeah, I was the pitching coach. He was the manager for the team.
Nice. Nice.
He was telling me about your in between inning meals, the chicken and the rice that you were hammering down.
Yeah, pretty much is one day chicken and rice, next day rice and chicken,
Big
next day rice
variety
on
guy.
chicken.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll stick around here for let's just keep
Yeah.
talking through the commercial break since we had some issues there.
Yeah.
So what do you guys? Let's talk some. What was it? 1999 that you guys were bouncing around Mesa, or when?
No. Shoot, 1996, 7, 8.
I believe.
Yeah, I was started up. And I had spring training with Kyle for many years. And then when I was my little cup of coffee, he was already up there doing it. You were starting at that time too, right, Kyle?
Yeah, we came. I think we were both coming up as starters, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? I should have that. There's a picture of us as a starting rotation, and I forget, but I have a picture of us together doing that. Yeah.
And I think there's one with Pat Klein as well, right?
Yeah.
I think it's like 3 of us.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
It might be that one. Yeah, I think Jose Nieves.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Jose Nieves and everybody. Yeah. That's because, dude, old school. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think our first year together was because I got drafted in '94. My first spring training was '95.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably started around '96ish
Yeah.
when we started playing on the same.
We were in West 10 together. We were,
Yep.
yeah,
Iowa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ran
Good
the
times.
streets near Drake University after the games.
I don't know what you're talking about. Saying that.
I won't talk about the whoopee cushion in that one Irish pub that one night. Phil Norton. What the heck?
Oh my goodness, that was a mess.
Remember that?
By the way, happy Easter, Kyle.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us on
Yes,
Easter.
of course. Yep. Happy Easter, you guys.
And everybody, if you want to, like I said, if you want to go check out the Paul Wilson, Kyle's Instagram is the Kyle Farnsworth. His Twitter is @24_7 Farnsworth. So go give him a follow, give him a listen. He's got a lot of cool videos on there. I was checking the site out. And we know you got a birthday coming up here in a week or so. So early happy birthday. Definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very much. Thank you much. Yep. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
another
How,
trip around the world made it.
how old's your son, Kyle? Is he 23?
23. Yeah, my son's Stone. He just
Stone.
yeah, he'll be 24 in August. So he
Yeah.
just graduated University of Tampa.
Awesome.
Major in business information technology and minor in marketing. So he's
Nice.
into the real world now, doing some, he's working for some sports places. They're doing some clinics and camps and games. So he's messing with them right now. So, but
Very
he's
cool.
having a good time.
Awesome. How often do you get to see him these days?
Now since I'm back up in Georgia, I mean, obviously not as much as I did when I was down in Florida, but
Yeah.
he comes up. He came up about 3 or 4 times so far
Yeah.
in the past year, so which is good. It's not that far of a drive, but
Yeah.
or flight either, so it's pretty quick.
Yeah. You ever get a chance to come out to Arizona anymore, or do you?
I haven't been out there probably since the last time I played out there.
Yeah.
I think yeah, that was probably in 2012. Yeah, it's just
Gotcha.
no. I mean, I'll take that back. I was down in Tucson when I was playing with Ricos del Pueblo in Mexico in 2014. One of my last years, and we were using, I think it was the Pima Sports Complex down in Tucson,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe. But yeah, that was the last time I was in Arizona
Wow.
doing anything, baseball wise.
That's
We had a
amazing.
couple
That's amazing to
fantasy
hear
games
that
there,
you played that much longer. I mean, cause I mean, you 16 years in the big leagues, and then like I got done playing in 2007, and you were still pitching 10 more years almost, and football and bodybuilding.
yeah.
Maybe you should have worked out a little more, B.
Well, yes, I actually worked out with Kyle. One of the first things we used to do is work out. It was right beside a Denny's in Mesa. Really? Remember that? There was like, gosh, near the, what hotel was that? Motel 6?
Something, yeah.
Yeah, and then
It was awful.
yeah, and I would always go in there with Kyle. We would separate once we got into the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be doing wrists.
Oh man.
Things of that nature.
So you guys were roommates?
We roomed a little bit here and there. Yeah.
Kyle, what was it like rooming with this guy?
It wasn't that bad. That's one thing that thing about minor leagues and that kind of
Yeah.
during spring training, you just get thrown with people you have no idea what they're going to be like. So,
Yeah.
but no, I'm glad I got stuck with a clean roommate that was was somewhat respectful for everybody's personal space.
Yes. Yes. Very well said, Kyle.
B, what stood out about Kyle when you saw him throw for the first time?
Oh gosh, I mean, he was just smooth mechanics. I mean, he used his whole body very well, and he was always in good shape, and the ball just came out of his hand like a freaking rocket. And yeah, he was just a freaking stud. So that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was like,
I used to love the way you wore your pants down at the bottom under the spikes there, right? Would you hook them onto like the back?
Yeah,
spike or something
yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
that's right.
You were one of the first guys I saw do that.
That's right.
The old
That's
George
right.
Hendrick.
That's because his calves and his legs would roll up if he didn't do that. Yeah. See, I had the opposite effect.
Now B's talking about he wishes that he would have went high pants.
Yeah.
Did you ever go high pants, Kyle? I don't think I ever seen you in high pants. Maybe
You
I
did.
watch every game, but
Very, very rarely.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't mind it, but yeah, I just, I just like my pants low. I didn't like showing off my calves too much.
so your managers never cared. They were never like, hey, go there's just however you felt good.
Yeah, but back then it was a lot more people going pants lower, it seemed like. But yeah, I don't think they would mind. I know some organizations might, you were at the Yankees, Kyle, so they were like no jewelry. Weren't they like that for a while, or clean cut?
I mean,
face?
I was in the big leagues with them, so as far as the minor leagues, maybe definitely clean cut. The Yankees for sure. And I want to say the Tigers actually in the minor leagues, everybody had to wear their pants up.
Really?
I
Yeah.
believe. I know there's been some organizations that have done that in the past. I don't know if they still do that, but when you get to the big leagues, you can do whatever. But yeah, the minor leagues, I want to say it was
Right.
Detroit maybe,
Detroit,
but not
yeah.
100% sure. But,
So, got a
but
question.
again, it's all just everybody's preference and what they want to wear, what's comfortable, and
Yeah.
what they think is. We're not superstitious as all, so we have to go with that as well.
Yeah.
Just a little stitious.
A little stitches. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a new thing. Yeah, that's superstitious.
Kyle, we got a question here from the chat. Who's the best guy that you ever think that got in the box against you? Who's the best guy you ever faced, or maybe the toughest out for yourself?
Toughest out. I mean, there's the toughest out, and there's probably the toughest batter, I guess.
All right, lay it on us.
well, since we're playing, since Detroit's on, I hated facing Miggy.
Uh-huh.
Seemed like, I mean, he was just an amazing hitter just from day one. I mean, from the World Series was his call out, I guess, pretty much when Roger tried to throw one up and in on him. He basically freaking hit him oppo next pitch, basically.
Yeah.
Great talent.
Yeah.
I remember Mark Loretta back in the day. I mean, he seemed like he owned me. Paul Konerko, he owned me. It seemed like everybody on the White Sox owned me. But
I was probably at a bunch of those games. How about who was the switch hitting Jose Valentin? Wasn't that guy?
Yeah.
Oh man, that guy broke my heart a couple times in those early crosstown classics. I used to go to a lot of those. What is there anybody that you owned?
Oh, there's quite a few in there. David Ortiz, I owned him. I don't
Really?
I maybe he got one hit off me or something.
That's awesome.
Not very many. Adrian Beltre, I know this. He's 0 for 20 something off of me.
Wow.
But it was kind of, I don't know how. I mean, with any of these guys. But it's funny. I kind of about halfway through my career, I just look at stats and see what guys do off me. I was like, holy crap, he hasn't got a hit off me yet. So about halfway through, I really started focusing and realized, like, nope, I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure
Keep that going.
Not get
That's badass.
So it didn't backfire on you like it does when I'm looking at my golf score after 9.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'm really playing good, and then it all goes to hell after that,
Yeah. I think Ichiro had. I don't think he got maybe one hit off me.
Wow.
Ichiro, yeah.
But there was guys in there that also, like I said, they freaking owned me. Nothing I could do about it. And there's guys you can just throw anything up there and get them out. It just balances it out, and that's what's enjoyed about the game. The size of the hitters as well. It doesn't matter how big or small you are.
Right.
Just the competitiveness and going up to the plate or the mound, knowing that you're the man out there, and it's you versus that person and going after them.
You think that's the same kind of thing you've taken to that same thought process, like with bodybuilding and things like that? Like it's just you, and you're competing, like being a pitcher on the mound. Nothing happens until you throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah, I mean, with the bodybuilding, pretty much just you versus you, and then obviously the judges, who decide the score. But you pretty much control what you do in that 3-4 month period prepping for a show.
Yeah.
You're the only one who knows if you're cheating on your meals at night, not doing your cardio,
right,
doing stuff like that. So also goes back to the preparation, like pitching, doing your scouting report, doing your notes, doing video.
Yeah.
So you got to do your mental work, your preparation in both sports to be able to expect to be at the top of those sports, any sport.
Yeah.
In that matter.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. You just go to put in your couple hours and okay, that's it. Just the stuff you do afterwards is stuff that no one sees behind the scenes to be able to outwork that person. And if you give your 100%, that's the only thing you can do. You can look in yourself in the mirror and say, I did the best I could, win or lose. That person, the hitter, that their job's to hit as well.
Mm-hmm.
My job's to get them out. You're going to win them some, you're going to lose some. But as long as you can look at yourself in the face and say, I gave 100%, that's all I could do, and let the tables be.
Yep. Is that something that you convey to the young guys that you're training and that you're coaching, giving lessons to? Is that what you hit on, or is there something else? Colt in the chat is asking if there's something that you focus on when you're dealing with the younger guys.
I really think I really try to focus on them is just focus on one pitch at a time. I said, your goal as a pitcher is to make a quality pitch and to be 100% convicted in throwing that pitch, which I know is hard these days for kids because coaches call pitches and this and that, which, I understand sometimes, but I also would love to see the hitter or the pitcher and the catcher call games because that's really how you learn how to pitch and not turn into robots. Right. So, I really just try to focus on letting the kids know, just know the pitch that you want to throw, that you're allowed to throw with 100%. And as soon as that pitch is done, you have no control after what happens. And just go on to the next one. Just try to keep it clean slate and just turn the page over and over again and just focus on that catcher.
Yeah.
So is the body? Are you still doing the bodybuilding? That's something you're still competing in the bodybuilding.
Yep. I haven't decided this year when I'm going to do one, but I'm still training and doing prep and doing stuff like that. So my motto is stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Absolutely.
So, but lifting was always I loved doing it anyway. So it's just something I just was enjoyed doing, and just watching how you can just change the body by how much you intake your food and how much which you lift,
What's
the
the
tempo and
heaviest
stuff like that.
the heaviest you were when you were bodybuilding?
270 a couple years ago when I was getting ready for my first pro.
Oh man.
While I was playing, I think I got up to 245, I think.
Yeah. With 1 point or 2.6% body fat.
Unreal.
I remember
uh,
that.
Speaking of that, it was kind of funny. You know how they used to give us those player um, folders for at the end of the year,
Yeah.
evaluation sheets, and I found my old Cubs one,
Yeah.
and I think it was from '96 or '97.
Yeah.
And I the only reason why I know this because I just looked at it, and I think my weight was 215, and my body fat was like 3.2.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it was funny in the bottom of the comments, they they've known me for a couple of years, like I said, so they knew how I kind of lifted. I hate, their lift was very basic, and to me it did nothing. So in the past off season I worked out with a bodybuilder and kind of got into his kind of workout, so they knew I kind of trained like one. So the bottom of the comments on our page, it said, good job, Kyle. They said, make sure you work at, keep training like a baseball player, not a bodybuilder, something
Right.
like
Right.
that.
Right. Yeah, I
But
saw a
no,
picture
it's
of
funny.
you. I saw a picture of you like from not that long ago, I think, when you were really yoked, and I was like, man, I wonder if because I remember talking to you like the harder we lifted, the more we should throw. You know what I'm saying, to keep that arm going,
Yeah.
and that was kind of the way we did it. But yeah, it looked like in that picture. I don't know if you would have been able to throw 90 because you were so freaking jacked. But yeah,
I mean, I probably would have if I didn't blow my shoulder out, but yeah, I mean,
yeah.
So speaking of that, can we talk about your football career a little bit?
of course.
Yeah. What
I love that better than the baseball one. It's so much fun.
really?
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 Football was my sport.
So you tried out for a, what was it, semi-pro team? Is that what it was?
Yes, Orlando Phantoms down in
Okay.
Orlando, Florida.
Did somebody come to you and say, hey, we'd like you to do this? Why, or
No, so probably in like 2003 or so, or somewhere in there. I always I actually was trying to do it while I was playing professionally and for baseball, and try out for an NFL team as a tight end.
that
So
makes
I would,
sense
Wow.
with how you did some of those fights. I guess totally makes
yeah,
sense. That's
What's
fun.
the latest that you played? Did you play high school?
high school, ninth grade in high school. So 1990 was the last time I played football.
Uh,
So obviously that never panned out. NFL, and so I think it was 2014. The Astros released me, and I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to play football. I don't want to look back on my life and look back on my deathbed and be like, I wish I would have done this. Wish I would have done that,
yeah.
and having like that. So I was like, you know what do I have to lose?
Right.
So not,
Right.
you know,
And
try to
how
take.
so? How long did you do that for then? With the
Played five
fans?
years.
5 years with
years.
the fans. Wow.
And
Yeah.
even your All-Star 2 years.
Yes.
That's awesome. And you won 2 championships with them.
No, I'm sorry. All Star three, two
Three. Two
championships. Yeah.
championships. Wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy, man.
And I blew out my right shoulder, and I blew out my left knee as well.
Man.
Wow. And then you did bodybuilding after that.
Yep.
After you blew out those two things. Okay. Wow.
Correct. So
Jeez.
yeah.
Wow.
So we'll catch you back up on the game here. Looks like 3-2 Cardinals. Top 5. There was just a throw in error here in the game. 4-2 Cardinals. So they're putting some runs up in the
Yeah, they
cold. Kyle, what's the coldest temperature you ever started a game? And it was 42 degrees, wind chill 34 in this game here tonight. Now you played in Detroit, so did you ever have any snow games, or what was it you can remember playing in the
Trying to
cold?
think. I know there were some cold ones there. How cold I don't remember. I know there were some cold ones in Cleveland a few
Mm.
times.
Yeah.
Um,
Now,
yeah,
being from the South, that wasn't something you grew up with having to deal with.
no, not at all. No, nothing like that kind of temperature. And then you got Wrigley, was really cold, but But to me, I didn't really get bothered too much by it. I never really wore sleeves either because it just felt like it really restricted my movement, and I hated that feeling any way possible. Um, but just pile on a lot of red hot baby oil and stay warm that way, and just try to do the best you can. You could blow on your hands, and I lick the fingers a little bit so I can get some grip. But if anything, that was probably the hardest thing. Trying to your fingers dried out so much when it was really cold,
Yeah,
just to get that feel for your breakable ball and stuff is sometimes hard.
yeah.
What do you think about this new ABS stuff?
I don't mind it. I mean, I understand that the umpires are human, and you're taking that human element out. But for honestly, for how bad they have really been,
It seems like there's a need for sure.
Yeah, that's right.
yes, I mean, you got to do something with some of these calls. I mean, I'm not going to name any umpires. I mean, we all know who the awful ones are,
Sure.
and they're still around, and they get no, they don't get great. Now they do,
Repercussions,
but
right?
before that, they don't get sent down to the minors for how bad they are,
Right.
which what they should have.
Yeah,
Right.
there should be some
Just
sort
just
of
like
repercussion.
us, yeah.
Yeah,
Right, we're
And
talking about that.
as a player, you just want an umpire to be consistent. You know,
yeah,
around the zone, be fair, and do what the strike zone really is, and not just not that'd be awful.
right,
And it's that saying, so they're good umpires, one you never even hear about.
right.
Are there any of your former teams that you played for that you still follow closely or keep an eye on? I mean, the Cubs are easy to keep an eye on. They're obviously.
I really don't watch much baseball. Actually, I will pay attention because my fantasy team.
Yeah,
But I growing up in Atlanta, I was always a Braves fan. Playing for them was awesome too, and
Yeah, that's gotta be pretty cool.
being back home now, I do some things with them, so a little bit more things, alumni, which is awesome. Um, so keep track of them a little bit. Yankees as well, do some
Sure.
things with them, so I kind of keep up to date with them. Just watch what goes on, and Cubs as well. You know, but I definitely don't watch it as much as I used to. Maybe because I'm just so busy with kids and training them and stuff like that. Don't have the time, but the fantasy baseball helps me, stay kind of up to date with stuff and
Sure.
know what's going on.
Absolutely.
we're not talking about that the fight with Paul Wilson, but
Unless
if you don't mind,
want to.
if you don't mind, could you talk about when you ran out of the pen in Detroit and got Jeremy Aftel?
So this is one that not many people talk about.
Let's go.
So we were facing the Royals,
Yeah,
and I think for who was pitching with Royals, I think it was Ronalves Hernandez, and he was facing Guillen, and I think he hit it. I think Hernandez hit him in his foot, and Carlos starts going down to first base, and umpire says, "No, you didn't get hit," and he's like, "Yeah, I did." And then Hernandez goes, "Okay, you want to get hit? I'm going to hit you in the head." Swear. Next pitch, he gets in the box, hits him in the head, knocks almost knocks him out because he almost got a concussion. I think fell over, couldn't get back up. Once he finally got, so everybody's running in, you know, finally starts getting, Carlos starts finally coming to, was trying to find Hernandez and going at him. Everybody's going at each other. We're just in there. I'm not trying to fight anybody. I'm just trying to keep our guys from, you know, just separating it because it's okay. There's no
yeah.
reason to be fighting. It's stupid. So
sounds like what B-Mac said about you. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right in line. That's right in line with the stories I've heard.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. So I mean that lasted probably about a good 10 minutes because Carlos was very pissed off, and I don't blame him for Hernandez blatantly saying, "Okay, you want to get hit? I'm going to hit you in the head."
yeah.
I would have gone after him too. So we finally calm everybody down. Like I said, it took about 10 minutes. I think, so but then Carlos starts walking back or walking down to first base, and somehow it starts up again. So we're already about halfway back to the bullpens.
Right.
So it starts up again. So we run back in, blah, blah, blah. I get to our guys and some Royals guys, and I'm just pushing guys, just separating them, just pushing them away.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, let's just stop. Let's just go.
Yeah.
And I guess I put my hands on, what's the face? Atfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I didn't know it. I'm just pushing guys away.
Yeah.
He's like, can I cuss? Because I got to keep it
please.
like normally.
No, you cuss. Please.
He's like, don't put your fucking hands on me. I'm like, what? I was like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like this, I'm just breaking people up. He's like, no, don't put your hands on me. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm trying to ignore him. And Jamie Walker, he's a left-handed pitcher. He was my teammate,
Yeah.
and he knew Atfeld, and he told me this afterwards. He was yelling at Atfeld. He's like, dude, you better shut up. You better shut up. And I think he said it one more time, and I just flip my switch. And it was kind of funny. So we're kind of separated, and there was almost like a line of guys, and he was like behind his guys, of course, chirpy and being a tough guy behind.
Right.
So I basically pulled a DN move. So I went around everybody, and you can actually see Lance Parrish. He was our bullpen coach, and he sees me take off, and he's reaching for me like this in the pitcher, and I'm like dip and rip, and I go around him. Get around the DN, and I see Atfeld. He sees me coming at him, and I guess he wasn't expecting me to come after him, and he had this deer in headlights look because I actually pulled back. I was going to hit him right in the face, but he had his hands down, and he wasn't really protecting himself. So I was like, dude, I can't hit this dude because he's not protecting himself. That's when I went in, picked him up. I was trying to throw him over the bullpen fence. Wow. Over the fence in the dugout.
Yeah.
So I pick him up, and I didn't realize how big he was at that time. He's a big boy too.
Yeah.
He's probably about 6'7", probably about 280.
Right.
And I didn't realize he was that big, and I hit him like, okay, he's pretty solid, but I got him though. Picked him up, drove him back, slammed him down. After that, it was just a dog pile, and I just remember covering my head like this, and I just feel someone stepping on me. So I'll get back to that in a second. So we get up, blah, blah, blah. So I'm playing with the Rays. I think it was 2011, and Joel Peralta, he was my teammate there with the Rays, but he was in Kansas City.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that fight. He's like, hey, Poppy, you remember when that fight? Yeah. And, someone was stepping on you, and I forget it wasn't him, but it was another Latin guy. He said he was literally trying to stop on my head, but I had my hands covering my head. And I have scars all left on my wrist because of that kid just trying to. If I didn't do that, he would have smacked me in the back of my head.
Right.
So, but yeah, it was a crazy fight. It's all again, a pitcher being stupid, hitting a dude in the head, and on purpose, which never should have happened, and just me protecting my teammates and.
Yeah, it sounds like that was the rebirth of the football career then, right there.
Yeah,
right. Just a little bit.
Direct correlations. I like it. That's awesome. B, give me something else about Kyle that everybody obviously remembers from the Wilson. What's something that you didn't see on TV or you didn't wasn't real prevalent out there that you can just give me some blast from the past stuff that you and Kyle. Obviously, a tremendous relationship, single A.
Yeah, he was just there for like most of my career in the minor league. A lot of my baseball career, Kyle was there around, and man, I didn't realize how much I missed you. Shit, this is great.
Yeah, I think that's what we missed the most.
Yeah, it's just
like baseball part is just hanging out.
We did everything. We did
stuff.
We did like everything together almost. We roomed together here and there. We were going out to eat lunch before the games. After the games, going out, just playing catch, shagging, doing everything. Yeah, playing video games together.
You're with each other pretty much 8 months out of a year.
Yeah,
almost pretty much family. So, which, like I said, it's always good to be around guys who same likenesses and stuff like that. And most everybody's like that anyway. But it's just good to be around good people.
Yeah, you remember my creatine story, Kyle? I think you told.
If you tell it, I might remember. But
I think Kyle or somebody told me when I was playing with Kyle. If you take creatine without mixing it in the cup, if you just were to drink straight, like take a scoop of it, put it in your mouth.
Dry scoop it.
Yeah, and then it reacts better in your body. So I did that, and when I went to the gym one of the days in spring training, there was an attractive blonde, and she was on the elliptical behind me, and I was just on the bike. I was just like riding my bike, getting loose, and I felt this belch come up from down low. And I'll never forget, I'm like sitting here, I was like, I caught it in my mouth, and I just saw the blonde in the mirrors as I'm riding the bike, and I kind of looked this way, blow it out, and a white cloud comes out of my mouth, goes all the way up into the fans, and then snows on her. And then the whole rest
I
of the
don't
day.
remember that.
Yeah, the whole
That's
rest of the
funny.
day I was like doing some curls and I'd look up and she would look at me and I'd look away. It was really embarrassing, but yeah.
That a boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
dude.
don't think I've ever done that because I mean, that's just not. I know people say it gets in your system quicker, but yeah, I just wouldn't want to just inhale it down my throat or in my lungs and
Yeah,
stuff. I'd just rather drink it.
yeah, that's funny.
Kyle, what we got a question here in the chat. You can answer this one if you want. You don't have to. Now I know you got another Instagram site you have is Farnsworth Peak Performance. Give that guy guys give that a follow too. What do you got? You got some supplements on there, or what do you do there? Is that just strictly for your bodybuilding? Is there something that any kind of
That's
supplements that you like to take? Or
it's mainly based my training for the baseball kids and stuff. I had a gym called that too, but I just kept it. But
okay,
yeah, just mainly showing, just highlighting my athletes on there, showing them what they're doing, everybody what they're doing. Supplement wise, some of the protein stuff I take, you know, equipment I use as well, and the stuff to help out there's all kinds of things on there, but that one's yeah, just mainly my one that has just baseball, workouts and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
gotcha. Are you heavily pitcher focused, or you kind of just focus on the entire
Entire body.
outfielders, infielders, everything, just the entire body, or
Oh, everything. Yeah. So yeah, I try not to if you're asked if I just do pitching or hitting or stuff like that, I do everything. You know, I'm not gonna say I know everything, but I've been around a lot of very intelligent people, from trainers to coaches to hitters to outfielders,
Yeah.
who have a pretty good knowledge and be able to teach every aspect of the game, and especially training wise. I believe that my huge success came from lifting weights, being flexible, spending my time in the gym, doing the things that be able to keep yourself strong, healthy, and it's a thing we always just say: if you can't make the team in the training room, and to stay out of that training room as much as possible.
Yeah. Kyle was a guy that I recognized early that always did everything the same. I mean, he always worked hard all the time and everything else like that. But he was one of the guys who iced after every game, right? No matter what, you would ice your
Yep,
shoulder. Yeah,
pretty much, yep.
yeah,
Then people will say it wasn't good because you want to freeze it, but I liked it, and I thought it helped me for sure.
yeah.
Helps inflammation, but yeah, heat is also great to have to bring blood back in and flush everything out.
Do you cold plunge?
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
My wife and we have one, and I think she was actually doing it earlier
nice.
today, but I've been a little bit of a sissy lately. I've just, it's about 38 degrees, our cold plunge, and used to do it religiously, a couple of years, up to probably about last year before we moved, almost every day,
Yeah,
just about. And I can only do it for about 3 minutes, but she'll sit in there for about 8 to 10. I don't know how. She's
wow,
crazy.
wow. What's your wife's name?
Maria.
Maria. Well,
Yes.
say hello to her for me.
Yeah, she's
Kyle,
awesome.
Kyle, if you can go back in your minor league career and give yourself one piece of advice, what would that be?
Don't drink so much.
Well said.
Hey,
That's my same piece of advice to my non-baseball playing career.
Going to be honest, that, and probably focus more on, I did it, and I think we all did it, but I think if the information we know now, just how to pitch really, and how to set hitters up as opposed to just be throwers. And
Right.
like I said, they had that kind of stuff there, but for the most part, things we just had to learn, and just little things like that. Nothing too crazy. Again, honestly, I'd probably never change anything I did, just because that's what made the path of that everybody's going to go down.
Right.
Our decisions we make, and we live, we learn, and that's how we make mistakes, learn from them, get better, and you know also having good stories and memories. What's life if you don't have any cool stories?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Were you always a pitcher, or what? In high school, did you swing the bat a little bit, or?
For the most part, I was just a ordinary boring PO, I guess. I got stuck there, but so I actually get pretty good in the minor leagues. I want to say I had a 282 career hitting average in the minors. And
I'll
I
get
think,
Joe to check that.
Yeah.
and I got three or four hits in the big leagues, but yeah,
Nice.
it's a little bit different when you get to the big leagues. Those curveballs are the ones in the minors.
Yeah. Yeah.
So are there any other challenges? What's next for Kyle Farnsworth? You got any other sports you want to try out, or cornhole, or anything like that? Or what's next for you? It seems like you always want to stay busy and you're always competing in something. Is there anything else on your radar?
Nothing too much. Last couple of years, I've been trying to get my pro card for bodybuilding, so I've come up short a few times. But like I said, I'm not getting any younger. So, and no, like I said, I enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun, but it's just one of those personal things that we're competitors and we don't know how to turn that switch off. And it's always something people are like, "What are you doing?" I was like, doing football, doing this, doing. I was like, I can't sit still. It's just me. I got to keep moving, keep doing something. And like I said, I think anybody who's a really comp- hardcore competitor is going to be that same way. Always
Yeah.
have to find that.
And
I'm not
that,
going to say new thing, but that thing to be able to compete at.
Are you a bowler at all?
No, but I don't mind bowling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I suck at it. I think my highest score is maybe like
Eric's got a 300.
140.
A
Oh
140?
wow,
140?
I think that
Yeah.
might be my highest ever.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
if I could go back, I don't bowl anymore, but if I could go back and tell my young bowling self something, it would be don't drink as much. So.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, the same kind of thing. So, is there anything aside from the Paul Wilson when you run into fans, or obviously that is the number one thing that comes up? Is there anything else that you would want to be remembered for, aside from the Paul Wilson thing that we see all the time?
I mean, just being a competitor out there. I think that's what a lot of things people say to me too, that they love my fire, my competitiveness that I brought, and that's why I did the best every day out there. You know, Good or bad, I gave everything I had, 100%. I could look at myself in the mirror. That's what I gave. So
Yeah.
just a very fierce competitor, and you know,
One of my best memories of
and just
Kyle is you walking away from the Paul Wilson thing. When you were
laughing.
walking away, like laughing, and like your jersey's a little bit pulled, I was like, dude, that
Oh
is so Kyle right there, dude. I love it.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I wanted more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You enjoyed it. You enjoyed it.
Oh man, yeah. Again, guys, his Instagram is the Kyle Farnsworth. His Twitter is 24_7 Farnsworth. Give him a follow on there. He's got some really good stories on the Instagram. I was checking them all out last week, and just getting ready for his appearance on here. Anything else in the chat? You guys throw it in there. Kyle, anything else you want to talk about before we let you get out of here?
Not too much, but yeah, I saw that one uh, video of me talking about the Paul Wilson fight
Yeah.
turned out pretty good. So I
Yeah.
might do some more stories like that, or just because I think fans really enjoy that.
Yeah.
I can
I mean,
tell you they do. I can tell you from my side of it. It's cool to hear. Just come. From Chicago, came out here and I've been fortunate enough to meet a lot of guys. Like I said, good friends with Clay and that kind of stuff. And it's cool to see you guys just be dudes. And
Yeah.
everybody looks at you. We held you on a pedestal our whole lives because you played the game. You played it was everybody's dream to play Major League Baseball. You got to achieve that. Sometimes you run into these guys that kind of hold themselves a little bit higher of a standard. But when
Yep.
when I'm watching that video of you, you're just like, here it is. Here's the story. I'm just a dude that got to do this, and here's my point of view of it. And so from a fan's point of view, it is super cool to hear you guys just be regular guys and talk about your experiences in that light, and I won't say hold yourself accountable, but give your side of the story. It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, without fans, we wouldn't be anybody. So
Right.
really, it's all you guys, and do it for you guys. And like I said, we're just very fortunate to be blessed with a very crazy skill that not many people are going to do, and just be able to perform. And that's all we are, we're performers. But again, at the end of the day, we're also human beings, and we also there's two different personalities, what you see on the field that some people get, and then to who we really are. If you really get to know me, I'm just a big old teddy bear, and I'm quiet, and
Yeah.
if you really get to know me. But when people see me on the field, they see me just
intense.
Asshole intense person.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really not me. But I got to learn how to flip that switch.
Yep.
I'm seeing Raul Gonzalez chime in on the chat here. He's saying my former teammates,
Okay, yeah,
Brian and Farns.
I remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually
Yeah.
took my spot in the major leagues. Hey, Raul, how
Hey,
you doing, buddy?
no wonder he's following.
Yeah, checking in on me. Appreciate
Raul,
you.
make sure you subscribe, hit the like and the share.
I remember Raul.
Kyle, what's the fastest you ever got clocked at? In your career?
103.
Whoa.
103.
Wow.
Yep. 103. I think it was at Wrigley.
Nice.
Wind blowing in.
Yeah, right. No. That was good.
Gotcha.
That's funny.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, yeah, Kyle, I mean, we really, really appreciate you coming on the show. We appreciate you sticking with us through the technical difficulties. I just can't tell you the excitement that that Brian's had over the last few days. Knowing that you were coming on with us, and myself as well, obviously. And but it's just cool to see you guys link back up. And hopefully, it's just not for this episode. You can stay in touch. And,
For sure.
We obviously we'd love to have you back when we can. And we hope that we want our followers to follow you and vice versa. And just keep you guys relevant out there, because just because you're not still playing, you can really still make an impact on these young guys. I've coached for probably 10 years, coaching guys all the way from 8 to 18. There's nothing more fun to me than being on the baseball field. I can only imagine how much fun you guys had competing at that level. I had fun just being with the boys. So keep it up, keep coaching these guys. I really hope that they're receptive to you, and I don't know why they wouldn't be. It's something that Brian is looking to get back into, doing a little bit of some coaching as well, and just share your guys' knowledge of the game, because baseball is life, right? And there's a lot of parallels.
Sure.
A lot of parallels with just a single 9-inning or even a 6-inning baseball game that rival what life throws at you.
Yeah.
And that's always my message to the boys after a game is, we were down, we were up, we were down, we were up, and that's how life hits you in the face. And so it's just great to see you guys, to hear that you're involved with the young guys and not being stingy with your knowledge. That's really what I think is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I was very fortunate to be helped out along my career. It takes a village to help people get to certain levels, and like you're saying, it'd be a shame. Now, again, I understand some guys don't want to do it, don't have time to, but I never thought I would be doing it, to be honest with you. It just happened to come about, but I enjoy it just to be able to give that knowledge back, to be able to share things that worked for me and things that didn't work, and be able to keep the kids coming up to not have to go through the mistakes that we made and learn by ours. But sometimes we're stubborn and we have to learn it on our own as well. But again, it's a lot of fun teaching them and seeing your athletes have success too.
Yeah.
And come back and when they actually understand and they finally get something that we've been telling them,
Yeah.
or coach has been telling them, you see that light click, and that's so cool. And I think that's the most rewarding part, seeing them actually understand it.
Is there a coach that stands out in your mind, looking back in your career, that kind of really elevated your game, or really helped you out, or maybe even not the physical side of it, maybe the mental side of it?
Well, there's two of them, and I know B-Mac, he's going to know.
Alan Dunn?
AD is one for sure.
Yeah.
And rest of his soul, Oscar Acosta.
Oscar Acosta, yes.
You just brought him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
I mean, those two got Marty Demerit.
Marty
as well,
Demerit, rest in peace. Yeah.
But those guys were hard. Alan, he was a good guy. He wasn't super hardcore, but the other two guys were really hardcore.
Brother.
They really pushed you mentally to find out what you were made of, and they held nothing back. And I wouldn't change it for the world, because that's how you, I hate to say it, but that's how you weed out the ones who weren't ready, who weren't able to handle that.
Right.
I was drafted in the 47th round, and
How about that?
And
47th round.
I went through a lot of first rounders. I mean, we would see first rounders who come in who thought they knew everything, and they wouldn't last 2 or 3 years.
Yep.
The only reason why they last that long because they were #1 picks. They didn't have it mentally.
Yep.
And having coaches like that, some people might call it abuse. I mean, there probably was at that time.
Right.
Yeah.
But again, it made you tough and it made you hard. It made you figure stuff out. And I think that's what's missing a lot in the game is that mental toughness of being a hardcore just baseball player or just athlete in general.
Yeah.
Is that they don't understand how to deal with adversity or someone screaming at
Don't
you
take
or
it so personal.
doubting
Just get it.
you
Yeah.
or saying that you suck. So,
Right.
but
Us-
yeah, those three guys were really influential, and obviously my father, rest his soul, and Don Valentine, who helped me out during my high school years, rest his soul as well. But
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, it takes a village. It's not just one person. It's a handfuls of people who help people get to that high level.
Aside from BMAC, who are some players that you really enjoyed playing with, or obviously off the field memories? Those are we don't need to know about those, but just who's somebody that you really vibe with in the dugout or in the clubhouse, or you liked being around, maybe brought the best out of Kyle Farnsworth when you were just with him as a teammate.
Scott Proctor, I'm still friends with him. I play with him with the Yankees and Braves. Let's see who else. I mean, there's so many other guys. Um,
Did you watch the World Baseball Classic?
yes,
Because
I did.
you played a little in Mexico, right? Is that
Yes.
what do you think about the dynamic of the way that the Dominicans? I know Brian played out there as well, and
Yep.
I mean, I think as a fan, it's just cool to see the way that those guys, the excitement that they're having when they play the game.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's
Definitely when they have the in Mexico. Have you guys seen Eastbound and Down?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's like that. Be like, did you
It's
play
pretty
in Mexico?
real.
Or
Yeah,
no?
I did with the Venados in 2004.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So it's like
Very
down there.
similar.
Yeah. It's just like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pots and pans basically in the
Yeah.
in the stands. They love their baseball though, and they're good little players.
Yeah.
I mean, they were a lot better than I thought they were. I mean, I'm not trying to take anything from them, but I was like,
Sure.
hey, it's Mexico. I'm gonna go down there and shove.
Right.
No, those little chunky guys can play.
Alfredo
I
Garcia.
mean, I love it. Yeah. I mean, like I said, they love baseball down there, and they had a lot of fun, and I enjoyed my 2 years down there. It was.
You
I went
coached
there
there too,
before.
right?
No, they so my old GM Jose Melendez, he's bounced around through a couple of orders, but he keeps asking me every year to try to go down there,
Yeah.
and I want to, but it'd be tough,
Yeah.
unfortunately, to
Yeah.
get so far and be
Yeah.
be away from my wife and dogs and stuff like that. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I wish I'd probably still pitching down there if I didn't blow my right arm out.
Right. Right. Too many tackles on the baseball
Yeah.
field. Yeah.
What kind of dogs you got now? I know you got bit by a dog. I think that was one of the stories I saw come up. Maybe you're breaking up a dog brawl or something.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
that was between Strike and Rambo. So I've always had just bully breeds, but yeah, they were two American bulldogs that got into a fight, and I had to break it up. And one of them nipped me a hand, or got me in the hand. Had to get stitches, but
Yeah.
and we still have we got 5 now. All bully mix, Shar-Pei bully, American bulldog, red nose pit or blue nose pit, micro bully. All of them are rescues as well, so
Nice.
that's what we enjoy doing.
Nice.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. Well, we got it's 4-2 here, bottom of the 6th, nobody out. Kyle, we'll hang on to you through the bottom of the 6th if you're good with that, and then we'll let you get back
for
to
sure.
everything. Again, we sincerely appreciate you being on here.
I appreciate you, Kyle. You're the man, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
No,
Great
thank
to
you
see
guys
you.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
just
My parents say
anytime.
hello. My mom and dad say hello too, by the way.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Yeah.
Some of the Spanish I learned while I was in Mexico.
Yeah. That's about it. Yeah. Trumpy. That means fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
That's about it. Yeah.
Again, guys, on Instagram, he's the Kyle Farnsworth, blue check mark, and then he's also at Farnsworth Peak Performance. Give him a follow on there. He's got a link tree too. You can jump on. His Twitter or his X handle is at 24_Farnsworth. Give him a follow. Again, just as being a Cub fan and just getting into this the pen career with Brian, we couldn't be more excited to have you be our first guest and launch
appreciate
the
it.
podcast.
Yeah.
And I mean, anything else you want to
Man,
talk about with the Farns?
With the Farns, yeah.
I try not to be too boring on my social media. I'm trying to do a little bit more cool stuff, like with finding old baseball stuff, like I did with my player evaluation thing.
Yeah.
I think one time I found I think it was a Rockford Cubbies pay stub,
Nice.
and I think it was like $232 every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
And I
that's
was like,
Living
oh
the
my
dream.
goodness,
right.
right? Exactly.
Well, I remember like, Woody signed for like 1.4 or something, and then, people signed for what they signed for, but then we're all making the same salary from that
Yep.
moment on.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's something
Until you get
Right.
6 years
that
in.
you don't know, really.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a little insider
Yeah.
scoop there.
But yeah,
Remember
it's
Justin?
cool
Remember
finding
Justin
stuff
Spire
like that.
working at the drive-through spring training?
He was working at the drive-through.
Yeah, Spire. He would work at the like Taliano's, I think, at one point.
Oh,
The
that's
restaurant.
right. I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I totally forgot.
Yeah.
You gotta slide
Oh,
through
my
there,
goodness.
getting
Yeah.
free ZD or what was going
Right, right.
on there.
Yeah.
No, he was awesome.
Yeah.
He was a good dude.
Spy guy.
He's on the list.
Yeah, he's on our list to talk to.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Tell him I said hello when you guys get him.
I will. I will.
Ask him if he still has my suitcase he took from me when he got called up in Iowa.
Spire? Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, because I had a hard case suitcase and he didn't have one, and I think he bought it for me for like $20 because he needed a suitcase.
We got that down. We'll ask him for sure.
As long as you brought that up, why don't you tell us about when you got called up to the bigs?
Oh, okay. So I know we were in Canada. I think it was in Edmonton, all the way on the west coast.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden it's like 3 in the morning or something. I just know it was late, and the hotel phone was ringing. And we don't answer the hotel phone. I was like, no, we're not answering that.
Well, because I was just telling a story how myself and my buddy Matt Liston, who produced that, the Catching Hell movie, helped produce that. We used to call players at their hotels at any time of the hour, and I got to talk to a lot of guys. Ken Griffey Jr., talked to Candy Maldonado, but it all ended once Lenny Dykstra answered the phone and cursed us out, and we were 15 years old, and we said, well, we're going to stop doing that. So sorry to interrupt, but keep going.
No, you're good. So yeah, I think it called like it was a few like 3 or 4 times, and it finally stopped. And about 5 minutes later, there was a knock on our door. I'm like, who the hell is knocking on our door? And I forget who the trainer was. Big, tall guy, had glasses,
Dark hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember his name. I forget his name, but yeah.
But yeah, so he knocked on the door. I was like, hey, Farnsy. He's like, hey, Farnsy. I was like, hey, yeah, I'm doing all right. He's like, all right, guess what? You're getting called up. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I got taken to the airport, and probably your flight leaves at like 5:30 in the morning, something crazy like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what? No way. He's like, well, he's like, no, get your stuff. We got to go. I was like, all right. So get my stuff. He takes me to the airport, get on the plane, and so yeah, it's probably about 6 o'clock or something like. I know it's early in the morning, so it's probably 9 o'clock in the morning at home in Atlanta. And my parents gave me a calling card to call. So
Back in the day.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was 1999. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when the airplanes had those phones you can pop out.
Yeah.
So I'm calling my parents on the plane phone at the home. I said, hey guys, like, guess what? I'm on the plane calling to you. Guess
And
what?
I can afford it. I can afford it. Yeah.
But you're still paying for it.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, called them on the plane phone, told them I was getting called up and I'm going to go start in Miami against the Marlins down there, and that was really cool. And I think I don't remember anything else after that.
Yeah.
But they were able to come down to Miami and watch me pitch. I think again I was starting back then, so I think I went 5 2/3, got the win, gave up like 2 runs, and Craig Counsell was actually the first person I faced, and I think I had him like 1-2-0-2, and the next pitch he hit it to the wall, and I was like, oh gosh, this is what this big league's going to be like.
Welcome to the bigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, this little leadoff guy.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Yeah.
This stance. Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm in trouble. But
That's awesome.
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
A lot of good times, and it's definitely a memory that will always be.
Yeah.
And that's
remembered.
5 years after getting drafted, so you're just grinding and grinding. So the young guys out there listed, it's just keep grinding.
Yeah, you look at somebody like Kyle and his, physique and everything about him, but then you hear about him being a 47th rounder. I mean, talk about just not, you would think that wouldn't be the case. I would have thought he would be a first. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing.
You're jumping right into it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's
Yep.
awesome.
No, yeah, and that just goes back to that mentality part and just having that desire and that fire of what you want to do
Yeah,
and go after it. Also my other thing was too. I mean, is it either I was going to be in the military or I was going to go probably work on a farm somewhere or play baseball. Those are really my choices in my mind.
yeah,
Because my dad was in the Air Force. So I mean, I definitely wasn't going to shy away from doing that at all. My grandparents they had a farm in Missouri, and I went there every summer as a kid and worked on it. So I enjoyed doing that, being outdoors. So, but again, a lot of luck has to come into play, and again, staying healthy
hmm
is huge. No matter where you get drafted or anything like that.
right,
That just work hard and believe in yourself, and this and anything. You just never know what's going to happen.
right,
Yeah. Well,
exactly. Well said.
I'm glad you chose baseball out of those three choices.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
and so I have a funny story about that since
Yeah.
so since I in high school. So one of the reasons why football was done in the ninth grade for me was because about after that year, my dad said, "All right, we're going to concentrate on baseball because it's less injuries and guaranteed money." I was like, "All right."
yeah. Sold.
So yeah, played 20 some odd years professionally in baseball. Really, no major injuries. Played 5 years of semi-pro football, two major surgeries.
Right? Daddy knows best. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
I had two surgeries, and in that league you didn't get paid, so it was all for fun. So I
Okay.
made no money playing football and had two major surgeries.
Wow.
Right. Wow. What was the
So
championships like when you won those in football? Like, was
it
it
was a
like?
lot of fun. No, we popped bottles and we sprayed champagne and we got cool rings. I wish I would have brought one up here so I could
Yeah.
show it to you guys. I have a couple of those, but
Yeah.
you know, they're not, obviously real diamonds and stuff like that. But still, I cherish those things more. I think because that was really a lot of fun because you get a lot of guys, that they have really good talent, but you got, I was one of the oldest ones out there, but they're out there playing for fun and really
Yeah.
battling, and it's real good football too.
They
It's
must have loved
not
the
like,
fact seeing you on their team. Like, if they followed baseball
well,
and all, they'd be like,
They felt like you did when you walked next to them.
yeah, right, right, right. That's
well, I
why
kept that a pretty good secret, and no one really knew anything about who I was until probably about year and a half later, when a reporter with Tampa spilled the beans, and it was all over everything.
Yeah,
But it was fun.
yeah. That is so cool.
Kyle, thanks again, man. It's end of the sixth. We really appreciate you coming on again, man, telling the stories. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we just appreciate having you on, man. And yeah, can't thank you enough.
No, of course. Thank you guys for having me, and it's a lot of fun, and hope to do it again and have more stories to tell.
We'll do. We'll do for
Absolutely.
sure.
Absolutely.
And I'll be in touch with you, Kyle. So I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
For sure. Thank you guys.
All right,
All
brother.
right, man.
And we're back.
So we can't thank Kyle Farnsworth enough. Bunch of fun.
Yeah.
Stuck with us through the technical difficulties that we had there for a minute, but it was a growing pain to the show.
Yeah. And Raul, good looking out there too with your comments. And yeah, this is a work in progress, and it's progress
What
happening.
is it? The lighting?
The lighting and the audio.
Lighting and the audio.
Yeah, yeah.
we're working on a budget. Well, we'll definitely working on a budget.
Yeah,
Seeing if we can stretch that a little bit to have a little bit better equipment here.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Good
a lot of
times.
fun. So back to the game here. It's 4-3 Cardinals.
Top of 7.
Top 7.
How about this? Church is up against Jesus.
Wow.
Let's go.
Church of Jesus.
Church of Jesus.
Yeah. On Easter.
How about that? How about that?
That's unbelievable. He struck him out.
That's
Jesus,
like, yeah.
Jesus always wins. I think that was the message today.
That's
actually.
unbelievable.
That was the message.
That is the message.
Yeah.
Climbing the ladder.
Didn't get to ask him about the Masters. Guy should have. He's a Atlanta guy, so
Oh yeah,
he's
right.
right there. He's right there in the neck of the woods. We didn't even ask him if he golfs or any of that.
I don't think Kyle does golf that often, but maybe he does now. I don't know.
I'm sure he's giving it a whirl. Top 7, 4-3. A little bit last week we had 8-0 game. So by this point we were just trying to
Right.
find things to talk about. But now at least we got a game going on here.
Right.
Connor Seabold in the pen.
Connor Seabold.
So again, we got in 3 weeks. We got the Angels are playing, and we've already got Brennan Donnelly locked up for in-studio guests that day.
Yes.
So the Kings, there won't be as many that day, and then
Working on getting. Well, I don't know what we should say. I mean,
we'll
Billy,
see. Once we get
Yeah, once we get the okay.
we're definitely gonna get. Just like Kyle was gracious enough to join us, Brian's reached out to quite a few guys, and the feedback has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Almost better than we could have even expected. I mean,
Yeah.
we're hoping that it would be good,
Yeah.
but it's been great, and just a lot of fun to hear these guys, just talk, reminisce and
There was a lot of work into that little thing right there with, and yeah, there was a little technical difficulty. We won't harp on it too much, but Eric from behind the scenes, he's the mastermind of all this right here. So, good job, and you're doing good, buddy.
Yeah, got a little nervous there, but we worked through it, and
Yeah.
we appreciate all you guys for giving us your feedback.
I feel like Eric
Chat.
thought Kyle might jump through the screen and start to
You're
fight him or
he's running
something.
through the door, like the Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a great guy though, man, just awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. We were watching some videos of him last night, just prepping for today,
Yeah.
and
It's funny though, I really didn't ever think about, I've seen Kyle fight quite a few times, on and off the field.
Yeah.
And a lot of the football stuff, I never put it together. Like, I knew he played football when he was done with the baseball, and I was blown away by that. But I never thought about his fighting, or when he's just
his aggression.
backing his boys up, whatever. And a lot of football moves in that. That's pretty funny.
Heading to the bottom 7. We'll be back with you guys shortly. Bottom 7.
Bottom of 7. You know, I was thinking about Kyle and like, dude, what a great guy and all that stuff, right? And he's like a cult following almost of athletes.
Yeah,
Not really.
that's a great
Like he
way to
was a
describe it.
great baseball player, 16 years and everything that he
Sure.
was, accomplished. But to do the stuff he's done also with football, bodybuilding, being what he's talking about, mentoring kids, giving back. I mean, watching that one brawl that I saw when he was in Detroit talking about with Afro.
Right.
And the person's video camera, I'll never forget watching that. Somebody was videoing it from the first baseline area, and you could hear the people going, wait, no, just wait, Kyle Farnsworth's on this team. And they were like, and the brawl hadn't started yet, or they were breaking it back up, and then all of a sudden when he came back around, they were like, there he is! Like the whole time they were waiting to see what Kyle did.
I'm surprised they never got him into like WWE or anything like that. I could see him.
Yeah, seriously.
He'd be good for that.
You know what? I know he likes wrestling too. NASCAR and all that stuff too. Yeah.
What about like even, I'll keep pumping him up. Like what about just the communication with him? Just so great to
Gracious.
just gracious,
Humble.
gracious, absolutely great
Yeah.
words to describe Kyle Farnsworth. You guys got the experience listening to him, and
Yeah.
it's a great kickoff for the Pen. Last week we fired it ourselves, and this week we got to add Kyle, and hopefully that'll help to convince some of the other guys that have already said yes.
Yes,
So
yes.
we got a good list of guys, and it's just good. It seems like it's fun
It's
for
a
them
fun
to,
thing.
talk about the past, and I love the fact that he's giving back to the game. That's a big thing with a lot of these guys that we see. Like with the coaching, like Spive and Clay do this
Yep.
coaching, and
Yep.
it's
Nelly.
You can't Nelly. Nelly. You can't take that. I mean, baseball's in your soul.
Yeah, 100%. And that's something that I was fortunate enough to get a good job after baseball, like quote unquote a good job, which it was, medical sales.
Sure.
But I do realize after all these years that I do miss being on the field. Like when I'm on the field, it just feels right, It smells right, it feels right, and I didn't do that for quite a while,
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to getting back into it too.
Absolutely. Yeah. So bottom 7 here.
Riley Verde.
Riley Green coming up or batting here, facing Romero. Let's get back into the breakdown of the game here.
Yeah. Little slider away, good pitch, happy with himself, love it. 1 out, this is a good game, 4-3.
Little strikeout, so that's gonna bring up Dingler,
Here we go,
not Dirk.
Dirk. Yeah, how about how Kyle talked about with Mexico too, how, if you guys have not watched that movie on HBO,
Yeah, he's bound it down.
he's bound it down with Ricky, what was it? What's his name?
In the show,
Yeah,
and it's cool that he says like that's how it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
it's like Tom Selleck's movie, Mr. Baseball.
Yeah.
That's kind of like how it is playing in Japan.
Yeah.
It really is.
Kenny Powers.
Kenny Powers,
Yeah.
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 Not a good role model, that Kenny Powers guy.
Yeah.
Not a good role
Yeah,
model.
Kids don't watch the show.
What a good show. Yeah.
A shout out to my guy Dan Dog sitting in the backyard.
How about Raul Gonzalez? Let's get back to
Raul.
Raul.
Checking
It's
in.
my boy.
That's cool when you got the old, some of your old teammates that are jumping in to join us. Quick inning there, guys. We're gonna break with you. When we come back, top of the 8th.
top 8 here.
Top 8. Happy Easter, everybody. Mom, Dad, Kelly, everybody. Love you.
Thanks
Miss
for
you.
listening in, guys. We really appreciate it as we get this thing going. We're really hoping to get it bigger and bigger. Again, please hit the like button. That's the thumbs up. That's right underneath the Detroit Tigers number 3. Detroit Tigers, their score right down there. And then subscribe to us. Right now we have.
This guy's got a little
26
scoople to
subscribers.
him, doesn't he?
Yeah, he probably. I mean, I wouldn't see why
I mean,
he
he's
wouldn't
not-
try to mimic him.
Yeah. Arizona.
Scooble, Kingman guy. There's a few Arizona guys that came up here that we've got to see play tonight.
Yeah.
So that's always.
He looks like Drake, doesn't he, a little bit?
He looks like
A little Drake-ish.
He does look a little Drake. Did I? Let's see. Shout out to my nephew Merrick. It's his birthday, 21st birthday today. Happy birthday, Merrick.
Nice. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. All right. We got Weatherbilt. J.J. Weatherholt with the base hit.
You know, I guess every game's going to be a pretty fast game nowadays, unless it's just a high-scoring game, because that's the only thing that can drag games out these days.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I guess that they go
'Cause you-
extras too. They can,
Yeah, but right
wow, he went up and got that one.
away. Yeah, he did.
Pull those hands in.
If it's high, let it fly. Usually, right? But
Yeah.
that's knuckleballs, I guess.
So that was a really good piece of hitting.
Yeah. I want to check out that new streaming thing about Japanese baseball.
What's
Just came
that?
out with Otani and stuff. Remember we were watching that
yeah,
earlier
yeah,
today?
I definitely want to check that out.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna go to commercial. We're gonna go to commercial with them.
Yeah.
All right, we're back here, guys.
Nice stash. We've got
That
a
is a
stash.
Connor
Connor Seabold with the mustache.
Yeah, I hope gets in more games. Only been in one game.
2.1 innings, 3 Ks, 0 walks.
It's Kyle Farnsworth numbers.
Jeez Louise, look at that. Yeah.
That's what that stands.
It's a little Tony Batista, but not.
Yeah. Little closed. That's closed Batista.
Close Batista.
Yeah.
Tony Batista, if you guys have ever a chance to go look on YouTube at some of his funny things that he's done. Do you remember the time that he was facing somebody in Japan and they hit him and then he ran to first, but he acted like he was running to the pitcher?
Oh,
it's
yeah,
classic.
yeah,
It's so
yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Tony Batista.
Torkelson, he's an Arizona boy.
Yep. Ryan.
Ivan or Ivan? What do you think?
Yvonne, I
Ivan,
say,
he's
because
got
the asterisk over the
yeah,
A.
right. That's Ivan for
Ivan.
sure.
I don't know, we have to ask Raul Gonzalez.
Right. Raul. If you could hear us. Shout out to you guys for listening. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
appreciate you
very
guys.
much.
Sorry about that little thing that happened earlier today. It's probably not gonna happen again because it happened. It's just things that happen.
again.
Just
And
like
who would have thought we would have been happy just enough to have somebody so kind and humble as Kyle Farnsworth on when that happened?
Yeah, he could have bailed on us. We even had to cut the Zoom on him and then have him rejoin the Zoom. And I swear, right when I hit the button to reopen the Zoom, he was already on there. I mean,
Yeah.
couldn't have,
That was unbelievable.
couldn't have went any. I mean, again, thanks, Kyle. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Again, if you're still out there checking us out, listening in, great having you as our what is it?
Inaugural.
Yeah.
You know, that's another word I can't say. There's 3 words I have tough time saying. What is it, like when you have tea and lemonade?
Yeah.
Arnold Palmer? I can't say that word.
Can you imagine that being his name?
I just thought of that too.
Hey, what's your name? Arnold Palmer. Maybe that's why he started calling himself Arnie.
Arnie.
I'm gonna go Arnie. That's what I'm gonna order from now. An Arnie Palmer.
In Arnie Palmer.
It's so much easier to say Arnie Palmer.
I think
Arnold
Palmer for me is the word. I
Is that
can't
what
quite
it is?
get it up there, yeah. Or like that restaurant here in Arizona called Le Grand L'Orange. Le Grand L'Orange.
I don't make enough to go there, so.
Yeah, well. Maybe after this blows up.
Yeah, right. Maybe they could sponsor us.
Yes, Le Grand L'Orange. Here we go. First and second, no outs.
Remember in San Francisco when they used to give the players those pins for playing at Candlestick? If you stay like you played like in extra inning games or something like that, they used to do those orange.
Oh, yeah,
pins,
yeah, yeah.
And all the players would wear those.
Yes.
I remember Atlee Hammaker, just a guy that stands out to you
Old
for some
school.
reason. It was '83 or something.
Yeah.
I think Fred Lynn took him deep for the first Grand Slam in All-Star Game history in Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah. Too high.
The
Too high.
masked man Burleson over 2.
Oh my, he's going.
Oh, that's a nice tag.
You know what? You know why he did that? Maybe because it's cold out there and he hadn't, thrown a ball in a while and probably, I'm surprised. Well, he's fast, obviously.
Let's see, is this guy backtracking when he makes? Yeah, I mean, he didn't really get in a position to.
He didn't.
Yeah.
You know what?
I don't think he expected him to
I don't think
attack
he expected
at
that
all.
either. That's
That's
quite
great
the
base
good
running.
base running right there.
Weatherholt.
Weatherholt.
Well, Weatherholt makes sense to play in the cold.
No pun intended.
Yeah, the weather just stops. It's probably hot for him actually.
He ulted the weather. Well done. Good stuff. Good stuff.
We definitely gonna get the soundboard rolling because that's a.
You know what? Talking to Kyle Farnsworth has given me a feeling like I haven't had in a long time of the post-game feeling. You know, when it's just, you're so fired up after you've competed. Like, I'm so fired up that we just did that with him.
Yeah. Well, I think it gives
It
you
was
that.
so cool.
Does it give you that? I mean, because like when guys talk about retiring or being out of the game, or even like Bobby Witt, he's in the game and still at his not even the peak of his career yet.
Yeah.
And they asked him during the World Baseball Classic, like, what do you like about this? And his response was just being with the guys.
Yeah, and now I kind of understand what that is, because that was honestly the first time I really talked to him in a long time. And
Aside from the texting and the
yeah, and it's like just reconnecting, even before talking to him today. It's just like that's what this has made me feel like with everybody who's gotten back to me so quick and kind and excited for it too. Like it's like, oh, this is cool.
It shows the type of fraternity that you guys are.
Yeah, and it was almost like I was almost a little bit nervous to reach out to so many people so fast about something like this, just because I was thinking, what if they don't respond, or what if this isn't their number, or any of that.
What if our soundboard doesn't work in the middle of the show?
Right. Like, yeah, that was huge right there.
Yeah,
just to
absolutely.
get that thing out of the way there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, we got 3-1 count. He's got to throw a fastball here, I would think.
Well, he's got a base open.
Oh, and he does. Not anymore. Change piece.
Yeah, that was a little bit.
Now, do you see the way he taps the glove? Let's watch him when he comes back. You see, he pulls the ball out of the glove and taps back.
We've seen a few guys do that. You were talking about.
Yeah.
the
Does
guy in college. That's just
is
something.
that just a preference? I mean, are you losing anything on the velocity there? Or is it does it make a difference?
I mean,
how he throws. I mean, he made it to the big leagues doing it. Right?
It's a way though a guy could that he could pick up a pitch maybe if he's not consistent doing that all the time.
Right.
But obviously he is, or they wouldn't
That's
allow
just
him to
his
do
way.
that. That's when a coach would step in if they saw that giving away pitches or making even worse. They would change that. But
Right.
a lot of guys might even teach that to keep your weight over the rubber. If you're rushing
Which
too much,
slows him
like
down.
you gotta pull it and tap it and then you go. I don't know.
That makes sense. So we got the Cardinals are going to head out to Washington for a 3-game set after this, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday with the Nats. And then the Tigers, they're gonna go to Minnesota, so it's not gonna get any warmer for them.
How's Minnesota looking this year, do you know?
They're 3-6 right now. Not great. So they're actually gonna go to Minnesota for a 4-game set, then back home against the Marlins.
Oh, got ahead.
So like, why wouldn't
Wait
they
a
have
second.
this early series
Ball.
in Miami?
They called that a ball. Did he not have a challenge? That's a strike.
It almost looked like the catcher was waiting for him to challenge that pitch.
Might have, huh.
It's a good pitch because the same thing just came a little. That was a 4-seamer though. It was 1-2 when it backed up.
Yeah.
So this is again Nolan Gorman, 25 years old.
There we go. Oh, there he is. That's an older D-backs. He used to be the manager for the D-back, right? Who's the Tigers manager?
That was AJ Hinch.
AJ Hinch. That's right. That's right. Kelly, love you. Thanks for the message. Change up, down, good pitch. This guy's got a good combo. I like it.
Colt, thanks a lot, nephew Colt saying great. He's saying great episode for sure. Thanks guys for sticking through it again. My guy Dill for real out there.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
We definitely gonna have some more great stuff in store. We're just gonna get better and better as we go. Appreciate the support. Nolan Gorman, did we already say? Yeah, he went to Sandra Day, right? That's what we were
Yes,
trying to
yeah.
decide. So Sandra Day. Cardinals picked him first round, 19th overall,
I think I remember that.
2018.
Yeah, pre-COVID.
He signed with for a $3.23 million signing bonus.
Nice.
He homered in his second at bat of his first professional game. Looks like in the Appalachian League. You ever playing that?
Never did. Never did.
You're from that around that area.
I'm from that area. Yeah, I played in the Valley League in my collegiate summer league days before I went to the Cape Cod for the Winchester Royals. All right, he knocks in a run. Oh, that's a big run right there, boy.
5-3.
Little insurance, Johnson.
Seabold. Reminds me of the D-backs got Seawall.
Yeah. Boom. Just got enough.
Drove him around.
Free
RBI,
carry.
just put the ball in play. Not a big turnout tonight, or at least a lot of people. That's why I was bringing up the pins that they were giving you in San Francisco there.
Yeah.
Looks like a lot of people have decided to take the rest of this one in at home.
Yeah. San Francisco, what a great place to go watch a game that is.
The park's beautiful.
I love it.
You know,
Yeah.
I did go to Candlestick once back in the day.
Yeah, I did
Well,
too.
twice.
Yep.
Once for baseball, once for football.
Yeah.
I saw Randall Cunningham play there.
Nice. Get a cannon.
Yeah. And then also have been to the
Good pitch.
whatever it's called now, Pac Bell, is that what it is?
Yeah. Back bell.
Been there a few times. I went up to the sat in the upper deck up there. Usually I'm not an upper deck guy, you know, recently, thank God, but they
The water,
when you
the
go
smell
up there,
blowing
it
up there,
really
yeah.
changes, because you don't see all that sights when you get
Yeah.
to the upper deck in San Francisco.
The boats and the water and
it's
everything,
super
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So if you ever get to Frisco for a game,
Sit up
sit up
top.
top.
Yeah.
I wouldn't generally recommend that for
You know what
games.
though? I'll be honest with you. I like sitting up top anyway. I really do, even the D-backs games.
Well, we went, shout out to my guy Joe, we went out to D-backs game last Wednesday for the day game to watch these same Detroit Tigers, Scooble, and Andy Goodman, who we went with, he had the trick of sitting in straightaway center,
Yeah.
and you, I'll tell you when we get back from the break. so I'll finish the story. Before I was so rudely interrupted by the commercial. So we went to the D-backs game last Wednesday, and they have the seats in straightaway center that are you can sit there if you're in a wheelchair or whatever. But you can also buy those tickets, and then when you go up to the area, there's no chairs there, but you just show the usher your ticket, and they'll bring you a chair to sit in. And it's just straightaway center.
Really?
And the roof was open, so it was a little hot, but it wasn't that hot out that day. But the sun was on you, beating a little bit. But I could imagine, like for maybe a night game, if the roof is open, it would just be a great spot to sit.
Is it a roof or a roof?
Roof. I don't know, but I heard they can open it a lot faster than they used to.
That's what I've heard too.
They
Yeah.
updated
Technology.
the screens and all that stuff.
This guy's got good hair, Eric. Eric's been talking about wanting to grow his hair out a little bit.
You know,
The little flow. This guy's got some flow. I was always a guy, I didn't have the most confidence in my hair.
really?
I didn't. So I would like to wear a hat, obviously, a lot. Yeah.
Well, it worked out then because you played baseball.
Well, there you go. You're right. There you go. Balls down. Stanek, he sounds like he's been around for a while, hasn't he?
Again, guys, if you can, please, looks like there's still a few of you guys that are watching, please hit the thumbs up, and then make sure you subscribe to the channel, and this way you'll get all the updates when we're gonna have our next shows, and when we might have a surprise weekday show maybe here or there. Don't want to miss anything, and when we post our shorts, we'll be posting up some shorts. We're gonna make some clips out of the talk with Kyle that we had tonight, and
Yeah.
post those up there. So we want to make sure you get all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. We should say some of the comments in case Kyle doesn't, because we didn't get to all the comments here, like dip, rip, replace,
Yeah.
like talking about his workout routine.
All right.
Kyle's got the biggest legs in the game. Said, huh?
Yeah, you got good eyes.
Kyle had the biggest legs in the game, and that is true.
That was from Raul Gonzalez.
Yeah,
He did have some thighs, boy.
yeah. Raul's in good shape too, so it's funny how some guys respond with the love of the
Kyle
workout.
Farnsworth looked really good in a Cubs uniform. You know.
He did. Yeah. What he said, one of his good friends is Proctor from the
Yes,
Yankees,
Scott
and he was a pants up guy, I think, right? Threw hard. He was a relief pitcher, I believe.
He might have been.
Threw hard.
He might have been a pants up guy. I could almost.
I always remember that name, Proctor. It was like a good closer's name or something. And the pitch, breaking ball away, good pitch. Catcher's happy with it.
That's cool. That's cool that he got to play for his hometown Braves. I mean, that's pretty neat. You know, like that's.
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's a dream come true. You know, you get to play for the team that you grew up watching. You know? That's another good place to see a game in Atlanta.
I've never been there.
Yeah, it's cool because they do it kind of the same way like in Boston, where they check your ticket. You're still on the streets. You're not in the
Oh, right.
stadium
So you're,
yet.
yeah.
That had when he's throwing it, it reminds me of who was the
Rod Beck.
Rod Beck.
Rest in
100%.
peace, Rod Beck.
Yeah.
My man. Love
Yeah,
him.
watch him, even the way he falls off
Yeah.
the mound.
It's the hair too
Yeah,
that's flowing
for
out.
sure.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of how Beck was like over
Yeah,
the top like
he
that.
was. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're exactly right. Rod Beck.
And I'm sure he knows that.
Yeah. Kyle was with Rod Beck as well. I knew that.
Played with him.
I believe so. Oh.
Bottom of 8. So next Sunday, the game is going to be between. This will be 4-12, 4-1-2. The game will be again the Guardians. So we get to see
Ooh, good pitch.
the Guardians again. Guardians Braves.
Yeah.
We got the Braves two weekends in a row.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can see a good defensive game. I mean,
Yeah.
Kafis, hopefully he gets it together by
Yeah.
next Sunday night.
Well, we got a man on first base here. This is what they need, just some base runners. Try to get a possible time into the plate.
Man, Javi boy, I don't know why you would.
Boom!
I don't know why you would throw him that.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
this guy would chase
that's true.
anything. Electric though. This guy's electric.
Yeah. In 211, he's bound to come out of that soon.
Yeah, he had a resurgence.
Oof.
Nasty.
Yeah, that was, you could tell that was a sinker, even though it didn't sink that much, but you could tell it wasn't a straight.
Now you gotta snap him off outside, right? A little slide piece away.
Yeah, especially with him wanting to not strike out here. Sure.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna.
Little tempo, stands in the box, trying to make a statement piece.
I mean,
AJ Hinch, cold.
yeah, I say
Pacing.
Javi's never been really much of a cold weather guy.
Yeah. He's Dominican, correct?
I think he's Puerto Rican, maybe. Yeah, he's Puerto Rican.
Is he?
He grew up in Miami, I believe. If memory serves.
And here we go, we're back. Bam. Slider away, good pitch. That was very nice. Yeah, so he's out, right? Yeah.
Yep, we knew it.
Taking
He
a
knows
while.
what happened. His full name is Ednel Javier Baez,
Yeah.
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rico, ho, Raul Gonzalez.
Cubs, Mets,
Bad
Tigers.
Bunny. Yeah. Quadzilla. Yes, the original.
What were some cool like nicknames of that you can remember in your playing days of guys that? I mean, Farnsworth. He was just called the Farns.
Well, Farnsey is what we call him, Farnsey.
Farnsey.
Yeah. That's a good question, Eric. Let me think. Gosh, put me on the spot with that one.
I think you think about it. Come back next week and put it on the list of topics. Where were you? I was just Mac, B Mac.
Yeah, Mac, B Mac. When I was in high school, they called me String Bean. You know what? When I was in high school, I was walking, I was in a football game with my girlfriend, and it was raining outside. I'll never forget, and I had a yellow rain jacket on, and somebody called me, with my girlfriend, and I didn't date her that much longer after this, because I was embarrassed. They called me Big Bird,
Oh.
and then somebody called me Stick Insect. Look at Stick Insect! And I was like, oh really? That's bad. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Stick insect.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, good. What was your nickname? Elo?
Yeah, I guess
Easy E?
Yeah. I'll go with that.
Easy E, where you ever caught slipping?
I mean, the lanes.
The lane? Oh,
When
bowling.
I was in the lanes, yeah.
Bowling days.
Eric. We're really big on nicknames, I don't think. Bowling.
Yeah, but Latinos are big in nicknames, right? Typically.
Yeah. They always come up with some.
Yeah.
Junior. Chewy.
Fatso, Fat Gordo. Doesn't a lot of people call people Gordo? Like,
Gordo, yeah. Bunsolin.
yeah.
Cavaron, things like that.
Cabrón.
Bottom 8, 2-2 count here. Snap them off.
Oh my. Oh!
All right, 5-3. We're headed to the 9th, guys. We'll see you. Go grab your last cold one. Meet us back here in 3 minutes.
Man, it's gotta be cold there now.
Yeah. Late, like 10 o'clock it is there. Back top 9 here.
That was the worst because like now they have those little hand warmers on if you're in the bullpen with the little heat packets you crack, you know? And then right around this time they're getting cool.
You're almost hoping they don't call your number at this point.
Oh, right. Close game still though, yeah. Change up away, good pitch, good pitch. I'm gonna bust him in right here with a fastball or snap him off, something dirty on his back foot, little slide piece.
I like that. Now the Cardinals, obviously they'll head right to the airport from this game. They're not gonna stay here and leave them to play. Like if they have a night game, right? They're heading to Washington
Yeah.
tonight.
Yep. Yep. They would have already told the people on their plane what they'd like to eat. You know what I'm saying? So like when you get on a big league plane, you don't, it's not like somebody walks around and says, hey, what can I get you? You know what you're getting every time.
Each player or as a group?
Each player.
Really?
Yeah, well, there's options, but you tell the staff what you really want, when you kind of want it, you know, hey, can I get my steak, you know, a filet, medium, or whatever at, 15 minutes after the plane takes off. And other guys might want it 30 minutes after the plane takes off. So that's, so they got it all dialed up. Oh my.
2 quick ones. They want to get out of here. They're ready to get out.
Yeah.
Get on that plane.
Yeah. So that's a good thing about it. There being so many games in the season. So some of these cold ones you can just hurry it up.
I think a good question, like asking us to ask the guys about when they got called up, because that's a great memory.
Yeah.
Like what a great memory for you, Kyle, to be able to talk about that.
Yeah.
About when and maybe it's it's
right.
Doesn't have to be something elaborate or something crazy, but it seems like it's usually a cool story. I mean, it's one of the best moments of your life.
Yeah.
And how fun to be able to talk about that.
I didn't realize he was also an Edmonton guy. That's where I got called up from. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
So Edmonton, meaning what? You're there playing for
Yeah.
the Iowa Cubs?
Yeah, against Edmonton, who was the Angels back then.
Really?
Yeah, AAA team of the Angels.
What the heck were they way up there?
Jeff Devannon was on that team, I remember, at the time. Yeah, that's a good question. None of the teams are up there anymore. Ooh, another little shift
Yeah.
right to the shortstop. Weird. Kind of cued it.
2 down, top 9, 5-3 cards. Of course, you can see that here on our scoreboard.
That's nice. How'd you get that thing on there like that?
It's courtesy of
Because
ESPN.
nice,
Partner.
nice. Sports Center brought to you by.
That was good. That sounded good.
Thank you. Going and he's out. Here you go.
All right.
That'll
When we
work.
come back, bottom 9. Let the Tigers wrap it up. That'll do it. So we'll see you here. After
2 and
the break.
2. Yeah. tagged by Baez.
Yeah, that great job of just catching it, like not reaching out to get the ball and then
Right.
have to bring it back, because obviously the ball's moving faster than his glove can move
Right.
to go out and get it.
Exactly. If you would have olayed it naturally, and then he would have been able to slide in on you.
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah, that's where you can tell guys they got the it factor. He has the it factor. What is it? It's what it is.
Riley O'Brien.
Riley O'Brien.
Wow.
What a great name.
Yeah.
Riley
Wow.
O'Brien.
How about the names that are
Probably
hitting,
my new favorite player.
the names that are hitting us tonight?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll
Bottom of the
throw
ninth.
an immaculate inning here, maybe. I
Hey
don't know.
now. Yeah, right? This guy just looks like he's going to be a sidewinder, doesn't he? But
Yeah.
he might not be. No.
Definitely gonna be something
Something funky.
funky.
Yeah. Good pitch, though.
One down.
Get there. Underhand.
Yep. He's in trouble.
He's in trouble.
All right, one down here in the ninth. Again, we'll keep you posted during the week on who we're gonna have joining us next Sunday. Got a couple guys on the hook. Again, we do know on April 26th, we do have Brendan Donnelly locked in,
Yes.
2002 World Series champ with the Angels. I don't
Yes.
remember if they were Anaheim Angels then. I think they were Anaheim Angels at that time.
Yep.
In studio
The
guest.
Rally Monkey year. He was in the bullpen with Bobby Jenks. Rest in peace. And K-Rod was also on that team. Out of the bullpen, they had a good bullpen.
Yeah. Probably why they won it. All right.
Direct correlation.
Yeah, it helps, doesn't it?
Uh,
1-1 count here.
I always like the St. Louis hat. Kind of reminds me of the Mets hat. I know it's not the same color or nothing, but the way the letters are. Ooh, ouch.
Yeah. Being a Cub fan, I always hated everything that they stand for. Went to my first, I saw Ozzie Smith play, honestly. It was the first time I went down there for a doubleheader, Cubs Cards doubleheader. Gonna be 9 years old or something.
Yeah.
In the old, when they had that turf,
Oh, yeah.
Busch Stadium
Oh,
had that
gosh.
turf.
Yeah. Yep. Very similar to the Vet, the turf, the Astrodome.
Yeah.
Astrodome was not, I mean, gosh, that place was, you could see the lines in it from the strips of the Astrodome.
3-1 count,
Working down,
3-2, sink piece, 96 sinker.
man.
Wow.
Guy kind of looks like, reminds me of a little bit of a Matt Wise. It's just his body when he's throwing.
It's amazing, I mean, how you can throw that hard with.
Yeah, with a movement like that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, with the movement for sure.
Got him. 98.
All right, 2 down here in the bottom of the ninth on our second episode of The Pen. First time we had a special guest with us again. Shout out to Kyle Farnsworth.
Kyle Farnsworth, appreciate you, brother. Made my night.
Yeah,
I really do appreciate you. That was awesome.
great job of lining that up.
Yes.
Great job of,
Great job of Kyle saying yes.
yeah. You know, hey,
That was nice.
yeah, I really appreciate it. Again, go give him a follow one last time. His Instagram is the Kyle Farnsworth. His Twitter is at 24_7 Farnsworth. He's got the Farnsworth Performance that he's got. Probably give you some tips on there if you want to
Yeah,
look like him or
yeah. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't.
no.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Here we go. This guy just dyed his beard. He's really happy to be out here.
Just for men.
Just for men. Whoa!
Staying away.
Little snapdragon. That's just something he's working on right there, probably.
Veerling. A good hitter.
Yeah. And the pitch down. 98.
Wow. 98 sinker.
Doesn't look
What's
like
his fastball?
Some guys throw like 89 and it looks like it's 98. Some guys throw a 98 and it looks like it's 89.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Donk it. Donk it.
Maybe he's trying to extend the game. Maybe he's not. He doesn't want the show to be over.
Right. 3 balls, no strikes. 3 balls and 1 strike. to say, like, being colorblind, red and I think brown look the same kind of thing, right there.
Yeah, I can see that. But you can't.
Nope. And, oh, courtesy, that's the Guego.
That's gonna do it for the second episode of The Pen. Great job tonight, Brian.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yep. Thank you guys for
Thank you,
tuning
guys.
in.